lost in a dream. No one knew the clouded world you can't be. No one knew. Lost in a dream. No one knew. Lost in a dream. To him. No one knew. To him.
doing it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Exactly.
Hey chat. That was like a longer intro, but we're here. We were just kind of finishing up the setup and then making coffee. Karl's making coffee. And then we'll kind of start.
Yeah.
You have like, so many different angles.
All right, we'll do this one. We'll go over here.
Yeah, almost like one. Yeah.
What do you think over here? On the
Like
right
almost
here?
like yeah, I guess right there. Yeah, almost like I kind of want like two different corners, like one kind of getting my face and one getting your face. I don't know if you have enough cameras for that though.
Yeah.
But that's fine right there.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Alright. This one's kind of straight up still with you. I feel this might just be nice. This will be getting both of us from the same angle, just nice high quality.
Yeah, and then, that's definitely gonna be better quality. Where am I? We're at Karl's.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah, I won't give out address, but
No, you're This place is gonna get put on blast somehow, somewhere. You can't be afraid of the worst case scenarios of the best case scenarios. But that's what a smart person would be, plan for everything.
right.
We got 4 hours on this bad boy if we want.
4 hours.
Video time, 360 camera.
Oh no way! I was a 360 camera.
It's a bad boy, so.
I was gonna get all the angles then. Yeah, so this is gonna be like conversational, kind of vague, but mostly definitely have to hit up like the recap of like code plunging.
Okay.
My experience, your history. But I know you like last year, right? You did it like 2 months straight or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
almost 2 months.
which is
This year we're
insane.
taking it a little bit slow.
Yeah, I mean, still doing it quite a bit though.
Yeah.
Someone said, first question, was it cold?
Yeah. But your definition of cold changes the more you do it.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Alright, here we go. We're on 360 over here. It's gonna be, yeah, either way I can just put it right here. Yeah, like you can see.
Oh, yeah, wow,
It's captured everything.
that's sick.
Alright. Kinda neat.
Yeah.
Alright, get this out of here. This out of here. This table's so dirty. Could you guys clean this copper table up a little bit? Jeez Louise. And stare at that scum the whole time. It killed me in my bedroom. Yeah, this table is actually custom made by my buddy Michael's buddy. He's
Oh, wow.
hoping for it to be kind of like this transforming art piece where he's like, yeah, spritz some lemon on it while you're making a drink. Who cares? It's evolving. It's never evolving.
It's evolving. I mean, yeah, it's all copper.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's copper on, I don't know.
No, that's crazy. Is it heavy?
Dude, yeah.
It's gotta be heavy.
We're trying to add some spiritual weight to this table through conversation. Alright, that's there. We got the cardamom cup coffee coming in hot.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'll give you the big cup, boss.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this, dude. Finest Colombian brown sugar. Get you a spoon. Go. However you want it.
Thanks.
Got that. Don't kill me, guys. It's just not organic. whole milk is straight from a factory farm.
It better be local.
Yeah, right. Calling up this dude Frank down the street, so we're putting some food in his mouth, some money in his paycheck. Oh, I'll do that. You want some of this?
Yeah.
A little dash here.
Yeah.
Serve it up. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten hung up on ethics. I've really tried my best. And at times I've lost some of my energy, but I've been trying to grow in the process. I feel like I'm like, you know what? Like to some degree, it's got to be somewhat conscious, grateful, mindful, try, but I'm trying to unlock this larger energy at times, and I don't know. I've overthought a lot of the little things.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot, and a lot of stuff is like hard to like even like have control over.
Yeah. Let's see. This came with the house, kind of neat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One of the things left over.
Yeah, dude, this house is full of discoveries. Cool ones. Yeah, you want me to? Here. Dude, I got a freaking turbo whisker right now. Swear to goodness. And this came with the house too, and I'm like, I didn't know they made them like this. This thing will just throw your coffee.
Oh shit, this is actually like really good. Like, what did you put in here? What is this?
So it's in the coffee blend in itself. It's cardamom. I think it's some sort of herb spice, like, I don't even know. Dang. The one whisk I've been using literally every single day.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's fun though, dude. It's got freaking honey in it. Yeah. Alright, so, put this here.
Okay.
Alright, we're live.
Live.
Got live.
Ready? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna start. The reason why we're here is to cold plunge.
Yeah.
And it got to kind of turn, like last week kind of turned into like a whole, I don't know, group activity kind of movement, started like a new thing. I think it was like really cool. I'm not sure if it speaks more about you or the actual cold plunge itself, but everyone that was there was like super artistic, super cool, super like outgoing, and just kind of there, like really there to support, and like it was like really nice environment, really nice vibe.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know, that made just more me say like what like your friends are and like who you kind of like vibe with and stuff like that. But
it's kind of funny, like, I don't know, I realized that we are our friends, we are our community, we kind of like become this version of ourselves through everybody, and I don't know, the cold plunge brings out a specific type of weirdo in the best kind of ways.
It definitely does, yeah.
But I feel like my community is becoming more and more uniquely themselves and relative as like time goes. It's like there's this like harmony happening, but we all kind of got our own thing going on.
Yeah.
It's funny, one of the guys that we talked about this, Chris showed up and he's like, dude, you may not remember me and know me, but like you gifted me a pin at Electric Forest like 2 years ago, and I saw you posting about this online. I had to show up, and we just like I remembered his face, but like I was like, I can't. We never hung out, like whatever, and I was like, wow, that's how we first met. And he's actually dating this girl Carly that I met at the Tangent Gallery like a couple years ago. I was like in line, just started chopping it up with these girls that were like in front of us as we're waiting in this freaking line for the bar, and after the fact, like, we exchanged information, and I was in like this back room of the Tangent, showing my friend like this artist area, and then I get a call from my friend's number, and I was like, hello? And like it was Carly and her friend Abby, like, hey, your friend left her phone at the bar, and we have it, or whatever. And, we just kind of became friends. We ended up hanging out that summer a little bit, and Karl and Abby, like, they're super cool. They're down with the count now. Chris and I don't know, I'm putting this out here. I don't know, they're friends.
The dating drama.
And super happy for them, and that's, I think I ran into him at Electric Forest previously, And he came out, and then the day after we talked a bunch about just so much, and I'm like, dude, Chris is a new best friend. Like that dude's cool. Super cool.
Yeah, Chris was cool. Everyone there was cool, but yeah, I really vibe with Chris a lot too.
Yeah.
And that's really funny how you literally just like have one moment that you just gave him a pin at Electric Forest and followed each other, and he was like, oh, okay, I'm just come out. Yeah,
right?
That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy. But Electric Forest, we can kind of get into that later, but Electric Forest does kind of bring out that vibe. Like, you just have one interaction with somebody, and like you just really just have like this close bond. I don't know what it is about Electric Forest, but
it's interesting how. So I said this one time when I was in Austin, Texas. I met up with my buddy Danny. We were friends in high school. I brought him out to Movement, a mix of our friends. And Danny was just somebody like in general, we'd be at house parties, we'd be at school, we'd always kind of just be chopping it up off to the side, relating. And we actually grew up a little bit. He moved to Groseal in like middle school. My dad ended up dating this kid I played football with. My mom married my football coach. My dad ended up dating another kid on the team's mom. And like in middle school, we'd go to Groseal and we'd go to Hickory Island. And it was this freaking sub-island off of the main island. And Danny was a new kid. He moved to Groseal. And he was there with this kid, Jovo, Danny, me, Mike Rogers. And this island was like this freaking like magical place. Like you have the water, you got the river there, you got a little bit of woods. Elizabeth, my dad's girlfriend at the time, was such an amazing person. She was like this mother to me and all of our friends. And I got to meet Danny like in middle school. And then my sophomore year, I moved to Groseal. Started seeing Danny again. Yeah. And like we'd just be chopping it up. And fast forward, it's like, I don't know, a handful of years ago, and I ended up flying out to Austin, Texas. Danny's doing an engineering job. He drove up from Dallas, like, I gotta see you. And me and Danny went out. We went, like, ran through the strip of Austin, just walking in every place. Like, dude, let's go to the next one. The next one. And I remember being in this bar, and we're like on the second floor, and there's like 500 people just sprawled out. And I looked out at this crowd, and I'm like, Danny, look at all these people that we could be friends with, but the environment is preventing us from getting that close. Yeah. You know, like I feel bad for some people that never get a chance to be in these environments that let people kind of let their guards down and not have this fear, scarcity, you know, what's going to happen? Is this guy a creep? Like, you go to Electric Forest, you go down to Movement, you're like, you could talk to the most beautiful girl and be like, I love your shoes.
Yeah.
Like, thank you so much. I made these shoelaces, whatever. It's not even like they have to have this fear of, you know, what does this person want? Yeah. And you get to kind of meet people, you know, for who they are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or at least a nice part of them, you know, that's like in the abundance in that week or whatever. And like, it's tough. Some people like never get to experience it their whole life. They just go to the random clubs that everybody goes to and they get this average experience and they just like, I don't like going out. That shit's a waste of time. Like, it's like everybody's this or that. And I'm like, you don't even know. You know what's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it depends on the city too. I mean, like some clubs, like you just walk in and it's just like, you know, no one's really there to like socialize or like branch out of that, outside of like the like group that they went with, you know. So it's like everyone's very closed off nowadays, especially nowadays with clubs. Yeah. You can kind of like Detroit. You can kind of like find some like really good places where people like social and stuff like that. Usually like house music, techno, like speaker box or Marble Bar. The people are pretty open and outgoing and stuff like that. Especially if you go to like the 9-hour parties that they have with people like there at like 4 a.m, like everyone's just like tired or whatever. But yeah, it's
as the sun goes up, it almost gets lighter. At times people are kind of like, oh, like, especially being the guy with the camera, like it's crazy what I had to go through, like to like try and make things cool while still like, acknowledging at times like, yeah, this is not the time. But as the sun rises again, things kind of get lighter. There's some people that just fresh shower. They're just like, I just woke up, I'm starting my day, going to the freaking party. And it's also nuts that you could have the same venue and you could have several different types of parties there that bring out totally different energies, and they're like a fragment of the people that even create these parties. I'm like, I see the different ways that their whole communities are shaped by the, you know, who they are. Yes. You know, and there's certain parties where people are more like, who the heck is this guy? The camera or whatever. And there's certain parties where people are like, oh my god, you know, and it comes from all genres too. Like it's not just like electronic or whatever. It's like, you know, people are like, I don't like electronic music, but like fucking country music's produced on Ableton now. You know, it's all electronic music. It's all there's people tweaking the instruments every which way, but
true.
I go to certain rap shows where people are, and then there's certain rap shows where everyone's just out, and there's a mix of it all everywhere, kind of. You know, it's not just one or the other, but
definitely, okay.
Yeah, hit me.
Get you back on track on the cold plunge. Love that topic.
Getting big.
Yeah. Okay. So I believe you started last year. Did you start doing this last year?
Yeah. I started cold showering in my slumlord studio apartment due to the fact that my HVAC system was connected to a very leaky and moldy wall. So I was like, you know what? This intake is literally in the same area where mold is festering, so I'm not gonna run this. And so I would like take cold showers to just get acclimated to a freaking October day in my apartment. Whatever the weather was on the third floor of my apartment, like even like second, first floor, you kind of had more of an insulated like bubble. You'd think being on the top floor would be hotter, but like to some degree, like the third floor was like chilly, and it was just full spectrum environments. And during the winters, those 2 years, like I was there for multiple years, and I started to acknowledge, this furnace is screwed up, and no one's fixing it, no matter what, and no one's taking care of, this like structural damage of my place. So I guess I just gotta run a space heater and like leave my windows open. Like throughout the winter, I'd just leave the windows open. Through the summer, windows open, no screens, dumpster down there where the flies would just by the frickin' 20 just fly into my place through the summer. Like, you're grateful for the normal temperature, but then you also just get flies. So I kind of started doing cold showers out of intrigue, and then also out of like, I can't wake up and be afraid of my environment. Let me get cold real quick, and then as soon as I get out, I'm just in my environment and working at my desk, and like not because we tiptoe in the winter, like I'm like, let me just let me just get this over with. Let me get beyond that, and then get to where I'm at in my place, just kind of being whatever it was.
Okay, so a cold shower like first thing in the morning, basically.
Yeah, okay. And I started craving. When I work late nights, I'm like, all right, I gotta get a cold shower in. Like that's gonna help me get into. I need to stay up till 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 6 in the morning, working with the camera. Let me get another one in. I had a long day, cold shower. I started craving them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what does that craving? What did you find out of it? Like, what did you gain from getting that cold shower?
Dude, I feel like when I take hot showers, there's a point to where I almost get stressed. Like some people just love the hot shower, but for me, if I stay in there too long, I'm like, I'm kind of getting a little overwhelmed.
Like in a sauna, like it just like you can't be in there for way too long.
Just normal hot showers that kind of start to take me to a place where I'm like feeling like I don't know, it makes me feel like a little bit anxious. Like I'm like, I think I'm like, I don't know, it's like a different kind of stress, I guess. But hot showers make me kind of anxious and like set me up to be like too comfortable or something. And like I take a cold shower and immediately like I get out, like my freaking blood's pumping and like I feel this energy, and it's like, it's the dopamine, serotonin, whatever, flowing at the next degree. But it really set me up, like it was a de-stressor, and like it would loosen me up in a way like that. Cold showers would make me kind of or hot showers and slowly kind of get me overwhelmed, almost a little anxious. Like even just when you are a little hot in the summer or whatever, and you want to get in the shower when it's cold, I feel like just hot running water will make you like, there's enough of it, and then you just keep going, and you're like, all right, what am I doing in the shower? I need to get the heck out of here. And like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, that totally makes sense. I guess I just have a follow-up question again. Like, so how does the cold showers turn into jumping in the Detroit River?
God, dude, jumping in the Detroit River, man. That that was a byproduct of me just like feeling like I wanted to do it, but also like being nervous too. And so the story of how it unfolded was, my buddy Blake, he moved back from LA the year prior, and he moved it back in May. So it's now February of last year. He'd been here for a handful of months, and we hadn't been to Belle Isle in the winter, and we were kind of working, doing standby generator installations. And we were driving kind of in that area, and we decided, hey, let's go check out Belle Isle. I was like, you haven't been here in a while, let's go just see the thing, And we ended up kind of walking out to the point that we went on day 30, which I know some people, if they looked at my Instagram, they could see more of the Detroit view. Me and Blake walked out to this point. We were like, let's just check out the river, and we saw the ice flowing. And I looked at him like, word for bird. I was like, yo, how crazy would it be if we jumped in this bitch? He's just like, dude. We both like felt this like intimidation and like sense of like maybe we could do that. And like for 2 days we're driving around, we're working together, and kind of talking about it. And at that point I moved in with him. I moved out of my lofts. He got his own place in Midtown, and I moved in with him. And when he moved back, he was moving in. He lived with me for a bit. And then he got his own place and I ended up moving in. And one of the nights that we were together, I looked at him as we were just kind of hanging out. I'm like, yo, want to jump in the river in the morning? And he fist bumped me. And that next morning, we were like, all right, we're doing it. And we freaking went to the beach and we stripped down, freaking walked out there, and we did the thing. And I remember that day, I think day one, I actually went in with my head under. I did like a handful of seconds and then went under and then came out and I was like, oh my God, like that was insane. I still don't think I've done it since. Blake started doing it on like day like 40 or whatever. He started dunking his head once. And that's intense, dude. It's super intense. But yeah, we just started with an idea day one and we're like, we gotta come back tomorrow. Like maybe we can do a week. We could there's something here. Like the first day we're like, oh my God, I can't feel my legs. And like, this towel feels like sandpaper. And like slowly like our legs came back and like, yeah, we did like, I don't know, maybe even, I was like maybe 30 seconds or something. And then yeah, we came back and we pushed it, I think maybe to a minute on day two. And like, we got to like 2 minutes within that week. And dude, the second day we showed up, there was this dude, Karl, there was a mix of these guys that were on the beach. They were pumped. They're like, you guys are going in there. And like, that was the cool thing that started happening was these people that would just see it and be so surprised. And like Karl and these guys, they literally were calling us like, yo, we got this spot over here. We're gonna be cooking. Like, you guys gotta come. Like, there's another spot over here. Like, a mix of people that saw us do it last year ended up actually coming in the water with us as well. Wow. And yeah, it went from 1 day to 7 to 10 to like 10 was crazy. Like, all right, we did 7. Like, all right, maybe we got 10. We got 10. So like, all right, maybe we could do 30. And we did 30. And like, in the midst of that, like Blake ended up, he took a day to go hang out with his dad. His dad got a suite at like the Red Wings game. And like, he'd never done something like that. And I told him, like, yo, that seems like a great idea. You know, maybe go experience that with your dad. That sounds like really nice. We've been kind of freaking riding this wave pretty hardcore. But I went by myself, I think, that day. And my buddy Tim might have came out. And he went head under that one of those days. So he went head under and then jumped immediately out. Like, oh my God. I'm like, I know, dude. That's crazy. That was, you shouldn't have did that. But yeah, 1 day, 7, 30, 50, 53. I did 53. Blake got 50. And Blake missed a couple of days. And I think that also, where I'm at right now, I missed the day before yesterday. I was like, yo, I'm going to speak at my niece's school tomorrow. I have some work to do. Could I have done that a little bit more prepared, like over the last month or so? Yes. But also here I am, and I really do want to give these kids my all. I ended up staying up 2 nights ago until 7 in the morning, went to bed at like, I don't know, 7 something, and then woke up at 9 and headed to the school at 10 a.m. and ended up making this whole vlog that I didn't even show them. And that day before I ended up recording like more interviews on the street, like speaking to these kids in high school about, you know, transitioning from high school into their career paths, life. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what better way to talk about my career path than to go out and actually like record some stuff and create something for them to see based on this topic. Yeah. So that's what I did. Did it very last minute, did it for the kids, found this whole new sense of conviction on how to operate and like also like, I don't know, just garnered a whole new like sense of purpose in just the last couple of days. And yesterday presented to the class down in this freaking church in downriver, this church. My niece goes to like a Montessori and I spoke to these kids and I spoke to them for like an hour and 15 minutes and it was awesome. I mean, no sleep really, but like, and I made a PowerPoint, like went over these topics that were kind of like more so like fundamentals of thinking and like trying to kind of guide them, you know, through, I don't know, a little bit different perspective than just like, this is what you should do with your career path, how to figure out your career, which there's a lot of ways I could have had this topic, but I kind of explained a whole bunch of what I did. And I'd never spoken to a class, never like kind of put something together, and I was honestly super proud of how it unfolded for me. I think I spoke about my own life for the first time without making it seem so traumatic in ways that I've internalized. Like, and I felt like, whoa, I think I'm rewriting the way that I'm even speaking about myself. Because the way that we speak about ourselves keeps us in those states. Yes. You know, and I felt like yesterday I was able to address a lot from a very peaceful frame of mind. And it was real, it was honest, you know. And over the years have been stuck in the way that I talk to myself and the way that I want my life to be. And like those two things are kind of mirroring, you know. And it's like I'm slowly shifting my whole inner narrative and I'm feeling it kind of happen in my reality.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, because I mean, how you, like, no matter what happens in the past, I mean, traumatic, it could be, unfortunate or whatever, but I think it's how you kind of grow from that and how you kind of evolve from that, and like, it's like kind of like how you, like, learn and how you operate because of that, is really what makes a person so great. And you can, like, completely just rewrite that, as you kind of get older. So that's actually really nice to hear. I want to actually learn more about that, but kind of backtracking a little bit to the co-fund.
Yeah.
So like you guys, so you just had this, you were out on the beach in Belle Isle, and you just saw the ice in the water, you said, I want to do that. Did you know about any of the benefits of cold? I mean, you were taking the cold showers already.
Yeah.
So did you already kind of like know the benefits of doing cold plunges, or were you just like, this is like, there's just a random idea that we just had?
I mean, to this day, my knowledge is way more vague than it should be. Like I've been like, it's like, dude, the freaking way that we consume information anymore, our brains are not even internalizing things as serious. Like back in the day, you had to go to the library, going through the Dewey Decimal System, and like it was a very intentional thing to do.
Yes.
And the way that our brains are taking in information, it's like we're not even, our brains just think that we can just look the shit up again later. You know what I'm saying? And like the way that we approach life, it's like that's kind of what we're doing. And I think I've studied a bunch, but it's like how much of this is like actually hit me in my core. I got a lot more that I need to do. I haven't even really been like, there's a few times me and Blake are driving and we're listening to Wim Hof, like, dang, this is actually a good point here. This is like, we were just like kind of just taking an idea and like just even from my own personal experience of cold showers and like a little bit of the knowledge of it. But like at this point I'm like, man, I actually want to like share some of this stuff with some of these guys that are like the yogis of ice plunging. I'm far from a yogi. I'm like I said the other day, I'm like the freaking blind leading the blind. And with that, like I really kind of took a lot to heart from this experience of sharing with you guys. And like I ended up taking you guys on a date. Like the environment's always changing. And with that, like, the day before, me and Michael, we went to two of the spots that I normally did, the Belle Isle and the beach and the point. And the water was so shallow that we had to walk super far out. Like you even witnessed it on that day that I was trying to bring you guys back out there. I was like, you know what? The water's still shallow. We just got to walk farther. It's not like it's going to take us that deeper. It's still going to be just at the same kind of depth. I can take you down and sit you down in 3 feet of water up to your chest or whatever if you sit. But we'd have to walk out further, which then with that, I was thinking, I tried to make that the mission. The sledgehammer broke. So from there, I was like, okay, the point that, last year we were doing, the season's changed this year. Kids are skating on the ice like right now for like over a month straight. The Detroit Ice Boys, whatever's going on with just the general public, they're able to like play hockey right now for quite a time. And this time last year, the water wasn't even frozen. Like we had one day after doing it, like when we went to the beach where it did freeze, like to around this, and like me and Blake were out there like cavemen with sticks, like find a rock, find like we're literally kind of going back and forth trying to get in the water. He's behind me, he's kind of cutting his legs, and I'm like, dude, just follow my pockets, and I'm perfectly stepping to break the ice and not move our shins to cut it up on the razors. I'm like, follow me, and he's kind of struggling to get there. And I'm like, Blake, my ankles, like we gotta sit, dude, we gotta sit, like 'cause we're just screwing around for like a minute and a half, just trying to get in the water. And then this year, I'm kind of discovering this day by day with the actual cold weather. Like the ice has not been this consistent, or the ice was not this consistent last year, but the water was like still like, and we're hitting 33 degree temperature consistently in the water, 33.5, whatever. Last year we were working our way into 34, 35, and then like by the end of the month, like 37 or who knows. But right now it's been like a consistent 33 and some change.
It's been a cold season this year.
So it's all new. And I took you guys to a point that I literally discovered the day before, and with that, there was, the day before, there was no ice like that. There was a big chunk flew by. But then when I bring you guys there, in the midst of everyone kind of being cold, we got a group. It was like, what are we doing? Like group mentality. All right, we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna lead the way. I'm gonna try and push this ice around. And then like Chris comes in, he starts swimming. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Please get back here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I've never done that. That gets deep over there. Like,
there's a current.
And then like as you come in, or as you're coming in, like Chris comes in, and then like. Luke, like other guys are starting to get a feel for it, and then like I'm like trying to be intentional with you. I'm trying to make sure that like this stuff's kind of good every which way, and like my mind's also in the midst of dealing with the cold. There's a lot of variables, and with hindsight afterwards, I was like, dang, okay, like I did kind of create this reality for everyone, and I should have, you know, taken this a little bit more seriously, even though, you know, it was a mix and you for me, you know, it's been this whole thing, but I don't know, it's interesting how, I don't know, just as time goes, like your choices do have an effect on people. And that's something that is like been a part of my mind throughout all of this, with everything I'm doing. Like I'm constantly thinking about the effect of what I'm doing, you know, and like, that's why I've gone through a mix of different choices in time to try and be a better person and think about my effect and not just, you know, put my blinders on to the world and just go into my, you know, my primal emotions of just getting mine and doing whatever. And
But I think that's, I mean, you kind of draw people to you, I think, in a way. Like there's no way that I think I or many other people would have gotten 10 other people out there in like the cold to like, and get like at least half of them to like actually go in the water.
But you kind
like
of
that's
did that. You kind of did that. You
Yeah,
you said Saturday. I said, all right, let's kind of build on this. So you kind of did get everybody out there.
Okay. Group effort, like duo effort, I guess. I mean, you're the one that's like out there, and I was gravitated to you when I saw that on Instagram, and you kind of said that before. Like other people were kind of joining in last year too, but I was like, this year, like, okay, I got to see what's up. Like you make it look so like fun, so interesting, and it's like almost like, I also had like very like adventurous mindset, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try everything, you know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I went out there, but you do kind of you're very down to earth. You just seem like you're just doing like what you want to do, like you're doing the photography thing like as a living, and like you're just doing like what you want to do for a living. I think this is really cool. I think a lot of people gravitate towards that. So I think, no matter how you feel about it all, but I think it was like a great experience with like you bringing everybody out there.
Yeah.
It was really good vibes. It was very icy, but I mean, you can't really control the weather. I mean, it was kind of like outside of your control at that point, but I think it was all a good experience, though, for sure.
There is like, I don't know what you're saying though, like and what I'm putting on online, like it's crazy. Like how many freaking hospital trips did like Jackass create for young youth, like from like 2000s, whatever, you know, and like with their mentality. Like when I was literally a kid, like I would in my head be like, what the hell would Chris Pontius and Steve-O do? Like, what would these guys do in this moment? And I would literally like nut up to do something, internalizing like what these guys would do that I align with in this crazy, rambunctious, but like loving brother, like this whole spirit that was translated through Jackass. I internalized it in so many ways. And at a young age, like I was doing crazy stuff. Like one time I literally I was in like 7th grade and I had all my buddies spray bug spray on my back. And this is before we were even recording anything. We were literally just like, I was like, yo, my buddy's got this pool. All right, you guys spray my back and light me on fire and I'm going to jump in the pool. And I'm at the edge of the pool and I'm like, all right, yo, what would Steve-O do? In my head, I'm like, all right, light me up. And then I stood there in shock. And then like my friend pushed me in the pool. And it was just enough time to where I got like a burn, but like no blistering, no nothing. But like I remember having like a towel wrapped in aloe, just like on my back at my buddy Kyle Marianne's house. Like, what the hell did I just do? and with that, it's like, yeah, what am I translating? I like a handful of days ago, I'm standing on ice, and like I'm out like in this body of water, kind of knowing my own limits. But with that, like everyone has like these different things going on with their health, their body, and like as I'm, you know, being this nonchalant Karl, kind of, you know, willing to take on, you know, possible, still being somewhat articulate in my mind. I've had a mix of health concerns over the years that like have made me somewhat concerned about my approach towards life. Took my own like confident foundation of just, you know, being able to, I don't know, just be a strong human. Like getting COVID and getting a concussion within 6 months, like it shook me to my core through my own like experience of things kind of unfolding after getting COVID and witnessing my body kind of change as somebody that is relatively confident and like started dealing with some things that I also maybe exacerbated through diving into knowledge and like hyper, you know, extended the effects of even when I was going through not being able to find peace, but I allowed time to kind of smoothen me out. Like I'm still here. But I was like legit like reading about all sorts of stuff related to having concussions, TBIs, COVID, reading about like stuff related to blood vessels, and I was worried about even just like climbing. My buddy's like, "Yo, you need to climb. Come climb." I'm like, "Dude, I just got my fucking head rocked in 2021," and like I was nervous about just the pressure of like hanging and stuff, and like possibly having a stroke. I thought I had a stroke in 2021. I started to develop numbness in the side of my face, and like mix of it, I realized it's neck stuff. I did get my head rocked. Saw a neurologist, but everything was chopped up to a little bit of vertebrae issues, pressure on my spinal cord, and getting my head. My neurologist is like, "Dude, you got your fucking head rocked. Like shit happens." Like, that's what he said to me. He's like, to some degree, he's like, we can analyze, but like we can't. We kind of have to continually go down this path and see what your symptoms are before it's the brain. Like my buddy that I live with is a paramedic, and he's told me, he's like, we can build the whole body back up. We can screw you up. We can do all this stuff, but when it comes to the mind is like still this territory that like we have so much to discover.
Yeah.
And I've had to like kind of like go through my own experience of just self-discovery and realizing I'm still here. But to some degree, I'm constantly breaking down all sorts of variables. I'm looked at as the most lighthearted, happy-go-lucky, maybe non-conscious person at times. But also there's so many layers of thought that is kind of built upon some of the decisions that I just say, fuck it to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, I see that. I'm not sure, like you say, it may come across another way. But I think I definitely see like the multiple layers of like thinking, and like, I think, I don't know, in order to like do stuff like that with like a conscious mind, that it has to require some kind of thought. And it usually gets pretty deep. I mean, in my head, like there's just constantly multiple different layers of thought going on all the time. So like
what were those layers in that week that you committed?
Oh shit. When I committed. When I first was like, oh, I can do that. Not much. I was like, oh, I could do that. I just saw you do it. I was like, oh, I could do that. And then I really thought about it. I was like, okay, it's going to be really cold. I already don't like the cold. And I kind of like posted about it. I was like talking to friends about it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go like jump in the Detroit River on Saturday. And they were like, what? Like the concern I got from everybody, like on Instagram, like family and stuff, I was like, okay, maybe this isn't like, this is like more than I thought it would be. So let me like really sit here and think about it. So a lot of anxiety came with it, like before, the days before, a lot of excitement, a lot of like, kind of almost like building my confidence, and like, I like knew I was going to be okay. Because I knew you do it all the time. I know people do it all the time. Like a coworker of mine does it like every Saturday. So I was like, okay, this is like a safe thing, but why is my mind telling me like I'm literally going to die if I do this, because like that's like the kind of thoughts that I try to like really say like no to, or like don't believe, because like not everything in your mind is like factual or true. Like most of it is like not real.
Yeah.
So getting past that for me was like the reason I like really wanted to do it more, because it was like everything in my body is almost telling me no, but like I will be okay doing this, and like I gotta get past it. And once I get past it, like that just opens up like more possibilities. Like I can do things. You just more adventurous and just willing to do more, be a little bit more open minded too with like everything. So it was more of a mental thing for me. And then and then the day of, I was also very nervous but excited at the same time. And then getting in the water, not much was going through the mind. It was just like, this is fucking cold.
Do you feel like you broke through a wave while you were in there at all? I mean, it's tough. Day 1, 36. That's just hard work. That's kind of, I didn't know if I had a wave at all when I broke through.
I can't say that I broke through. I think there's multiple walls or multiple waves for sure. Kind of within like there's like that first 30 seconds. There's the first 5 seconds first, and then like getting past the 30 seconds, shoulder deep. That's another wave, but I think the complete conquest of it is like that full 3-4 minutes for sure.
And then you also went through the getting out wave. It starts off kind of like you're kind of in this like present state, and then like another like intense, my body's like booting back on wave comes on, and that's a little scary.
Yeah. So when I first got out, I mean, I really didn't feel anything. Everything was numb, which was kind of good because like we were just like still on ice, like being like down on the lower part. So like it was really cold. But then, so like putting my pants on and stuff, and then you're like, no, take the shorts off, and then so like by the time you were putting my I was putting like your pants on, I like couldn't move like I
Yeah, that's honest.
I was stuck.
I totally felt your pain, dude.
I
It
was
wasn't.
stuck.
I was like, man, no, I get that. Like, it's tough.
But after that, getting up, it was okay after that though. And then like we had the tea. The tea was super nice. Oh my god! And then the shake. That's like one of my favorite parts because like it was this uncontrollable shaking. Uncontrollable. And I like I like I tell you, like I hate the cold. I get cold very easily. I'm always like shivering. But that was like different though. That was like uncontrollable and like a lot. Like, usually it's like this, but it was like like I couldn't keep the tea in the cup to like save my life.
We were three stooges, dude. Between all of us, just it was a funny moment.
Yeah, that was funny. But after all of that, it was still. I mean, just kind of like the whole experience of it. Of like it was, a ton of people there. I couldn't have done it without. Yeah, please.
Almost there.
I couldn't have done it without like, Chris. I think it was like someone else's first time doing it as well.
Yeah, Luke and Donnie. Donnie worked his way up to his ankles and like he didn't even think he was like maybe I'll get down into my feet and he did that and he was not planning on going all the way and having that ice there it makes it so hard to commit. Like, you could just fall back if it wasn't us. Like I don't know, it was such a weird environment. Like the gray, the wind, like it set people up to really see it in like the most extreme way to some degree. Like
yeah, that was extreme. I think today also would have been extreme with how much snow we got yesterday and today, and how cold it was today. I think today would have been a really intense day to do it too.
Would you want to come out with me tonight and watch me do it?
I'd go out.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go in.
No, that's fine.
But I'd go out.
I'll go out there and jump in the water today if you want to go out there.
Okay, if you okay, we'll bring stream.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we bring chat, but well, you're willing to do that right now, or like tonight?
Yeah, dude. So my mom's turning 60 on Saturday. Yesterday, I ended up staying up, from till 7 in the morning. Woke up at 9, and then spent the evening. My mom had a surprise birthday at Giovanni's in like Rouge, and it was beautiful. And I was exhausted. I came home, and like part of me was like having this calling to go to the river yesterday. I'm like, gosh, like. But it's funny, you break the streak, and like to some degree, it's easier to continue when you stop a habit. Like there's always like two flows going, and it's like it almost reminds me of like the Finding Nemo scene with like the turtles, And to some degree, I feel like at times there's just like these flows that are working for or against you, and at times like you can really build this other flow to where the other one isn't going to take you back as quick. But there's something in consistency, and I knew like. I don't know, day 3, I did that 10-minute plunge, and the next day I was going to go, sun was shining the next day, but I also, like, in the midst of committing to this, moving into this new house, having my life just be every which way, I haven't been visiting my grandma at the nursing home, and I'm like, my grandma needs me, and I went and visited her, and hey, I could have did it at night again, like, that will tonight, but, like, I was just like, you know what, I remember talking to my friend on the phone that night, I'm like, gosh, I feel like I need to go on this river, but also like there's all these other flows that I'm screwing up in the process of taking an hour to go and freaking reboot my system every day. But with it, it's like there is like I don't know. There's a mix of these energies related to it for myself, for the world, but overall, everyone's just kind of living. And I realistically I think. But with that, that's coming from the man that's not running the streak right now. It's like, oh, the world's just doing their thing, whatever. But like, if you commit to something, it does create this inertia. Like, there's this compounding effect that, like, depending on how you do things, like, whether it's just internally in your body, the internet's a crazy place. I really do feel like me actually like committing to a streak could benefit the world to some degree in a larger form, especially depending on how I handle it. I feel so bad that I'm not trying to say I feel so bad. I'm not trying to hold on to thoughts like I feel so bad, but I really wish last year I could have articulated the fact that I did 53 days straight with Blake through the internet, going through the feedback loops, editing. But like me and him were also in like scarcity mode. He was, fresh out of LA. We ended up taking on 2 different jobs. We were working in solar. We were working for this electrician. I was a master electrician that was running Facebook ads and having us go out on like freaking 30, 40 standby generator measurement quotes every week. And we were both driving in my car all over the place, then jumping out in Belle Isle. And like, I started to lose my own ability to do the editing. Even still, it's something I'm trying to create this flow of like being like Casey Neistat and like shooting the day, compartmentalizing it into something and putting it out. And like, I have yet to like tread into that flow. And it's something that's like another serious spiritual full spectrum flow that I need to embody, that I felt doing it for my nieces 2 days ago. I made this whole vlog that I'll show you later. It's like a 30-minute vlog from just me going out in the water 2 days ago. I met this dude from Nepal that was on the street, said what's up to me as I was asking people about their lives, careers. And then ended up meeting this doctor that immigrated from the United States 4 days ago. Took a bus from Chicago a couple days prior. He's on the streets. He's got a voluntary residency in Dearborn. And he has to take a bus from the east side to Dearborn, and it's kind of taxing. And he actually went to a practice that was like near downtown, and he got rejected. He got treated a little bit like just, hey, no, and from the people that he's kind of relative with medical stuff. He's like a 26-year-old doctor in Nepal. He's trying to get a voluntary visa here, setting it up already, but like trying to fix it, make it a little bit more functional for him. And it's not working out. Gave him a hug on the street, just talking to him, and then found out where he was living. He was about to take a bus back to the east side. I was like, this is on the way to Belle Isle. And I was like, yo, dude, I'll give you a ride. Like, either way, I was like, I kind of got to go this way. And then he's like, it's all good. I'll take the bus. I was like, dude, I got you. I'll give you a ride. And I was like, also, I got to jump in this river tonight. I was like, are you down to watch me jump in the river? He's like, the river. And he's like, sure. Like, yeah. So like me and Gopal, like 2 days ago, literally, he's freaking vlogging me. He's just fresh out of freaking Nepal. Just took a bus from Chicago. I took him to Speaker Box, introduced him to Jared, talking to some of these guys. I'm like, yo, this is Gopal. He just freaking moved here. We got some hot tea and coffee. Like I asked him first, I'm like, yo, you gotta get some coffee tea? He's like, no, I'm good. He's like, the hug was enough. I'm like, well, dude, I'm about to jump in this river. I need something hot. I'm like, I need something. He's like, all right. He's been drinking hot water. He got some hot water. We chopped up with these guys for like 40 minutes. And then we went to Belle Isle. Saw Belle Isle for the first time. And after that, I took him to his Airbnb and I sat there out front of his house. I'm like, yo, Kapal, like, what do you need, man? And he's like, I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out this stuff, possibly being able to volunteer somewhere. And I'm calling up my buddy Akash. I was like, Akash's dad's a doctor. Akash might know some people. And like, Akash was in the middle of like working out this like possible album release thing at Midnight Temple. And he met Kapal over the phone. He's like, Kapal, come by tomorrow, 5 o'clock. So I was like, the day before yesterday, and me and Gopal in the midst of me doing some other vlog stuff, trying to add to my niece's video for these kids. Yeah. We met up at Midnight Temple. Gopal met a couple of the guys over at Midnight Temple. One of our buddies that's at Midnight Temple, he's half Nepali, and like he's in a similar position. And Gopal 2 nights ago, literally Akash took him to a jazz show on Woodward, and he texted me yesterday morning like, dude, I'm so grateful for our experience. I ended up meeting other people, medical practice. I got to go to this jazz show. He's like, dude, I really want to be here in Detroit. I feel like I have a calling here. Like the way that you've cared for me, I want to care for these people in this city. He's like, they've been so good to me. And like I cried my eyes out yesterday morning for like a 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I was like, I was like thinking about like, man, like this is beautiful. Like, like this dude, this man is amazing spirit. Like he's gonna add that much care to like these bodies, like that he's helping like in this city because of these experiences that he's even experienced in the last like 2 days, 3 days. He wants to be here. He's gonna come over here and cook me Nepali food. He says food's his love language. He fucking cooks food for his family. He lives with his mom, his grandma, his sisters in Nepal, and I'm gonna visit him out there. We're gonna go to Kathmandu. He's been up to the Himalayas, like wow. And that all happened, like literally over the last 2 nights before yesterday. And it all started with him just coming up to me and Naheem. I saw Naheem. He was one of the photographers.
Naheem,
Naheem, I saw him on Michigan Ave as I was leaving Corktown recording some people. And I was like, yo, pulled over. We started talking, ended up recording this new crew. And Gopal just walks up out of the corner. What's up? And like, he was kind of somber, a little somber. He's like, what's going on over here? And I said a piece to him, student Derek, crew. I just took a moment with him, and he ended up just talking about what he's going through, and like that all just unfolded. So the last cold plunge was with Karl in the middle of the night. He's just like,
that's so unreal. I feel like I don't know if you know that like not many people have experiences like that. Like that's I don't know. I think like the way that you just really bond with strangers and just people you just met for the first time. I mean, it's just I think that's incredible. And you just have so much trust, faith, curiosity in people. I think I have a little bit of that as well, but that's but not many people have that. That's so cool. I think
it's like like we were saying earlier, man. It's like we're 99% the same DNA. We all have the ability to somewhat exercise these feelings, and like some people just never really get the chance to go through those feedback loops. They carry this childhood trauma. They carry all these experiences that could either take you more to the light or take you more this way. And like I've ended up like it's like I don't know if that's what I told Karl. It's like I don't know if I'm going more into enlightenment or madness right now, but something's happening.
Sometimes that's literally how it feels. Like I feel like the more like I do stuff, the more I do the things I want to do, the more I like share stuff online. It's like, am I going crazy or like am I just like doing what I want to do? I don't know. It's hard. It's like kind of hard to find like that balance or like figure it out in your head, kind of. I don't know, but yeah, that's just really insane. I feel like I don't know. Go ahead.
I was just saying we all got it in us.
Yeah.
We underestimate it. We think we're constantly looking at things in life that place us outside the picture or give us this little framework of, oh, maybe I could do that. You go to a comedy show, maybe you see somebody that's kind of good. You know what I'm saying? And that person that's kind of good was a beacon to somebody else to be like, I think I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Even in the midst of you being like, oh man, it's like you might be motivating people just by being somewhat in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Giving other people a chance to feel like, I could freaking do that. Or like, I think I got a chance of doing that. And like at times maybe you see someone that's just, like this freaking otherworldly person. You're like, I don't know if I can do that. But like all of us have this ability to translate where we're at and maybe give other people the perception of being like, yo, okay, like, Karl's kind of doing that. Justin's kind of doing that. I think I could do that. If I freaking looked like Wim Hof and like was just like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, to some degree, like there's possibly people that I'm inspiring right now. And there's some people that might be intimidating depending on where their framework's at and where I'm at and how I translate it.
Yeah.
And but we all have these abilities at times that like I know some people never get the chance to experience, and to some degree like it does. I don't know. We all go through certain stuff, bad or good, that pushes us into being like, all right, I want to do that. I need to do that. Whatever it is, I need to cut the grass. There's freaking weeds and whatever. You get to a place where it's like, I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to cut the grass today. Some people wait till I need to cut the grass. Mm-hmm. Some people, they act on their wants.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, we all kind of got it in us to be these people. Like, how many different people have you been just so moved by that look like every shape, size, color, age, wrinkles, and like you're just like here with them. And maybe at times, like, I don't know, like my own grandma, like I've witnessed her, in her late 80s, now she's in her 90s, and she's freaking in a hospital bed, nursing home bed, half stroke symptoms, can't even speak as of the last 3 months. But over the previous years, over the last 10 years, I've been somewhat being there for her, and I've witnessed her imprison herself based on her perception of what other people think. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, Grant, who cares what people think? Like, as I'm also caring what people think, but and realize I've learned that from her, and also trying to be this beacon of her. I'm like, Graham, let's go to the freaking grocery store. Who cares if you're in a wheelchair? She's like, they're gonna think I'm some old bag. So I'm taking her down the street. She's like, I don't want the neighbors to see me like this. Like, she's so used to seeing herself as this beautiful 20, 30-year-old, 50-year-old independent woman. Yeah. And then as time goes, she starts placing herself outside of it based on how she thought she was. Even in the midst of her maybe achieving her own greatness, as time went, she, started to isolate herself. And there's some people that, never had to hold on to, some of these things, and they just said, fuck it. I'm just this guy. I look like this. I'm kind of weird. I may be intimidating, but I'm hilarious. And I'm not they don't, I don't know. We get outside our own identities, and I think our souls speak more often than not. If people are given a chance for a second, if you can get past the physical, we've connected with all walks of life and are wooed by, hey, maybe the most, burliest woman ever can rock a mic, and you're not even thinking about maybe the ways at times where she's carrying herself in her life, you know, but she puts it all together and carries her soul through, and you would just love it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, we're very much so we gravitate towards people that are able to like put their shit to the side and just, you know, be themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the shit that you had to bring right here front and center. It's like, or what you think is front and center. It's like really the layers that kind of come out underneath throughout all of it. It's more respected at times, you know, and appreciated.
Yeah, I think, I mean, the authenticity of it and just the passion, I think people really follow passion. Just kind of comes out when people just kind of, you know, put everything else, put the ego out, like, in the good ways and bad ways, like in like self-deprecating ego and like just, you know, full confidence ego, but they just put it all to the side and just do, you know, what they want to do, perform what they want to perform and whatever, and that's that really gravitates people in. That's just I think that's, I don't know, and when I started, you know, posting, streaming, whatever, I think I kind of struggled with like, what am I going to do? What do I want to do? But anything that kind of can bring the most authentic version of myself out, I think is like the best content to just kind of do. Yeah. Because you don't have to fake, you don't have to like put on this act, it's just, you're just out doing you. And I think that's what a lot of people want to see, especially nowadays where like, you know, like you said, the internet is kind of crazy and there's multiple layers of it, but I think a lot of it is just fake and fabricated, I guess scripted almost in a way.
It throws you off.
And like the authenticity, like the true natural like emotions and conversation. That's why podcasts are so big. It's like you see a lot of that authenticity come out. So,
dude, I feel like you're acing yourself right now. I feel so comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think there's something too, just kind of relaxing and like just kind of being as you are. Like, I feel very comfortable with you right now, Justin. I really appreciate you just kind of just being like every time I've ever met you, man. Like, it's like, it's
honestly,
cool.
I don't know how else to act. So you just kind of get all of me, and that's just kind of how it is. But I feel the same way with you. I think I'm, you know, you're also very down to earth, very comfortable, relaxed. So you can really vibe together. So I appreciate that too. Yeah, I don't know how long you've been going, but do you wanna kind of get out there now?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, for sure.
We can definitely. I kind of actually want to start a podcast.
Dude, I mean, this could be the first rip, dude. Button it up.
Yeah.
We can put this out on YouTube, whatever.
Yeah, and then, I mean, we can because it was like a lot of conversation. I mean, just a lot of topics and things we could have just branched off on and talked for, like, we could have kept going for hours. I also just want to keep going for hours, but I don't know, we can, like, really, like, kind of go on, like, other different topics and avenues, and I think we have a lot here.
Well, so, I guess maybe one thing, hey, if you could let these people know, first time advice of jumping in the water, what would you advise?
Let's close that out. First time advice. Well, I learned afterward that, I guess you can get some, like, gloves and, like, things, like, I don't know, shoes, like water shoes that, like, kind of control, like, some temperature on your exteriors. I would definitely recommend that.
Yeah.
When I put my hands, my feet were freezing before I got in the water. So like when I went in the water, like feet first, I was like, oh, it's not that bad because my feet were just already like fucking numb. But I got my hands in the water and I was like, oh, I've never experienced this type of cold before. So definitely something like that, and like don't push it. Definitely don't push it too much. Like the first time, like you said, the first time you were in there, 30 seconds maybe. First time I was in there, probably like 45. But 30 seconds, like shoulder, that's like enough. That don't.
And you did it in deep water. Like that was like, that's a different 33. You did it right off rip in like the coldest water. Me and Blake on the beach, walking out to the shoreline, sitting down, is different than what you experienced. That was like hardcore. That was
hardcore, yeah. But I didn't mind that too much. I mean, I guess it was like, I don't know the other way. But
one day you'll do the beach, you're like, all right, there's something different here. But I like the actual, like I told Blake after day 30, I was like, yo, I kind of like this being able to stand. It's a little more intense, but I like how my body feels in the water compared to when we were doing it in the beach for the first 30 days. There was days where the wind was just rocking us, so we're like just kind of like doing this and stuff. Whereas like, when you kind of are able to kind of plant yourself out there, you almost get like this more steady flow in the midst of sacrificing more consistent cold. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But shoes, gloves, yes. Learned that on day freaking 69 or whatever, wherever I'm at, 65. Like, definitely I think shoes are a good move. I told people flip-flops. I've been accustomed to not having to deal with the ice over the last couple of years in the way that I have this year. And to some degree, the day before, I like was able to walk out no problem, kind of plant my feet on the gravel, and it was a little bit mushy. But after the day with you guys, I'm like, you know what? Anybody that's doing this, especially in nature, keep your feet covered. It's a good move to like, for sure, have even your hands covered will definitely help. Feet covered will definitely help. Hat on your head, that's something that I started doing this year, kind of more so than last year.
Yeah.
That'll help. And yeah, just get in, get out. At the bare minimum, I think everybody, for the most part, if you don't have anything crazy going on with your health, you don't have to commit to even 30 seconds. Just be like, hey, what would it be like if I just took a splash? I think most people, your body can handle a little splash in the water and getting the heck out.
Yeah. I would also definitely say like, I don't know if it's for everyone because like this like is very an intense experience for sure.
Yeah.
And especially with like controlling your breath. We didn't even talk about that at all. But like like the 45 seconds I was in there, I don't know if I ever really got my breathing right. Like I would be able to breathe, you know, like irregularly. So like I was like kind of okay, but like that was like really tough. Like kind of controlling. That's like the next kind of like wave, like the next barrier is like getting that control of like breath for sure. So yeah, definitely focus on breathing when you go in there. But
definitely. Yeah, look up like some Wim Hof stuff. Don't look me up. Just look up that you're gonna learn something from some other people.
Yeah, definitely learn from other people.
Do some research. It helps. Fundamentals of everything will guide you that much quicker into what you're doing rather than trying to trudge the path like the first man never walked it.
Yeah. And honestly, like if you're thinking about it, like just like do it. Because I think there's always gonna be that anxiety. There's always gonna be that thing in your head saying like no, or like what if this, like if you're mentally ready for it and you think you can like physically like you know do it, like you're good. I think you'll be all right. You just gotta like do it, you know.
I definitely feel like indecisive thoughts hoard up in our brain. Like we hoard indecisive thoughts, and it's like you got to clear that stuff out. You got to just act on some stuff sometimes.
Yeah, it was sometimes like clear it out or like defy it. Like literally just like from the time that I said I was gonna do it to the time when I was getting in the water, I was like no, but like defy it, and that's like the mental thing that like really. I liked so much about it for me personally is like, I mean like, I don't know, just defying those inner thoughts and like you can do something that is just I don't know crazy, you know, and you come out of it like better, stronger. I think that's like physically and mentally. Yeah, physically and mentally. I think that was like the coolest part as well. So.
Yeah, I'm fist bumping. One of these. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
This was cool. We're bringing ourselves out of ourselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You definitely, there's gotta be an episode 2, for sure.
What'd you say?
There's gotta be an episode 2.
Oh, for sure. Episode 5.
Yes. Yeah, we're
gonna be trying all sorts of stuff out. Alright, put this back. And if you want, see this thing die. Yeah. This thing died, dude. Probably got a good 45 out of that. This thing's still going strong.
Was it 45? Okay.
No, this one's on an hour and 17. But like that thing I just noticed from speaking to my niece's school. Did I never hit record on this one?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's fine. Stop recording at 12 minutes.
Nice.
I put one strong for an hour now. We got this all on the side.
Okay, cool.
So,
yeah, the stream was perfect. I was kind of sitting here watching it. But
nice.
yeah.
If anything, we could maybe just drive to your house if you want to team up in cars from there. That'd be easier, or you want to just come back to here, or what?
Like before or after we go there? I guess I'm
I'm
confused.
saying now, like if anything, if you want to like at least not come back to Southwest, or if you want to come back here after the plunge, I'm cool with it. Like we can leave stuff here, whatever.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or we can double up cars if you want.
Shit, that is a good question.
If anything, I mean you're like 7 minutes away, 10 minutes away.
Yeah, I'm like super close. It was like 7 minutes. I guess I don't know. I didn't really think about it.
I think about it. I mean, 'cause I'm down to drive towards Midtown right now. Follow you there.
Well, if anything, we can either just take one car, or we can take separate cars, and we can just go straight there.
I thought it'd be kind of cool to be teamed up in the car.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, we would do that. We'll do that.
But I'm saying we could team up at your house, or we could team up just now.
Oh, we can just team up now. If that's all right.
I'm good with it.
Okay.
Alright, let me start my car. I'm gonna swap batteries on this. Dude, honestly, there's so much room for us to just freaking keep it real and like document life, man, and like bring the world out of the world, you know?
Yeah, that's all I really want to do, man.
The world needs it more than ever, man.
Yeah.
In the midst of all this shit going on and podcasts, the world needs another podcast.
That's like, oh god, that's so funny.
I swear I'm not going mad. It's so true, dude.
Okay, chat. Did you like that? Anyone still here? Type 1 if you're still here. Putting chat and the alert box back on stream so I can see messages. That was a cool talk. Like, we can definitely do a lot more episodes, a lot more conversations. I can put on the front camera. I actually can't believe he's gonna do it tonight. That's so insane. What time is it? 8:30. So unreal. Okay. I guess I just start packing things up, like the laptop, I guess. Actually, I don't even know what I'm doing. Definitely need a coat.
almost plugged this camera into the battery. Almost.
Almost.
It's cool. That was recorded in 2 different places. 3, 4. We got 4 different recordings.
Yeah, I can send you. I can like download this pretty much this whole stream
Okay.
and send it to you if you want for that angle. But I guess you kind of got the same angle on that,
Yeah.
so I guess it's alright.
Yeah, it might be cool to actually get that angle from the last like 30 minutes or whatever. Alright, I'm trying to find one more pair of shorts. I can change it backwards. Robe is somewhere around here. What up? What? Oh, I think they're yours, right? No? They might be Michael's. I watched them. Yeah.
Right, Jeff. We're we got one person. Yeah, Karl is crazy and he wants to go out in the water again. I'm not going in, but I'm going there for support. So we're going out. Did you like the conversation was great. We definitely have to do that more often. We like have like a bunch of topics to talk about. So that was pretty cool. A little podcast. Okay. I was in and out of the stream, so I heard bits and pieces of it. Yeah, that's good. We have like 4 different camera angles in a 360 camera. So it's definitely gonna be a YouTube video or something. I actually don't remember. Karl, what's her name? The dog? Stella. Stella. I'm really bad with names. Wait, what?
Took me 60-something days to figure this one out. There's little hand warmers.
Can they go in the water? Oh, after the
obviously,
water.
yeah.
Oh,
It might be kind
shit.
of cool.
Yeah, you just have to figure this one out.
Yeah, look at that. Look at how quick, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
I'll do something.
Yeah, definitely
You know?
something. Yeah.
Over here. Trying to warm my hands up. What up? Find it? Yeah. Hey Siri. What do that? I'm almost there. Let's see. I'm doing now. It's calling. Yes, sir. Alright. I'm being slow right now.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Can't get this thing to come off this thing. Oh, actually, I know why. This is the thing. That makes more sense. I keep doing that. I'm like, why did this thing come off? It's like welded in there. Use this one for
Yeah, that one's way better than mine.
This thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one's meant for the 360 cam. It's supposed to be like invisible.
Oh. Yeah, how does that even work?
It's using like, I don't know, some sort of AI stitching.
Gotcha.
That's how you just chalk up everything to some hardworking engineer's work. It's AI.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, this is what I want to do. That might be cool. Or in the midst of doing all this stuff.
No, yeah, I understand all the setup that needs to be required to film and be ready and all that kind of shit.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
I was thinking it might be cool for us to. So you should get one of these things, dude. You can get them online for like $25. It's called a magic arm. And it's like magic. It breaks your phone like that. It's like magic. But as soon as you create tension in this point, like everything is loose.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you create tension, it locks it all. So you can like kind of frame all this stuff and get it slightly loose. There's this little point here. But yeah, these two things have like a gear here that lock in, and I think there's like some sort of, I don't know, something going on in here that pulls this and this into there, and it just locks up everything.
What the hell?
I know, it's kind of crazy. But I thought it might be cool to mount, and then you can clamp it on whatever you want.
Oh yeah, that's
So now
nice.
you got this clamp that you can.
And then it locks.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
whatever which way you want it, and then you can clamp it on stuff. Yeah, like $25. Friggin' hook a microphone up to it, whatever you need. Put it on the side of your table.
Huh.
Magic arm.
Magic arm.
A bunch of different brands, but I think that's like the industry term.
Okay.
I'm done. And I'm putting all the gear on, hat, gloves. He's still on. He just woke up from a nap, snoring.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you both doing it?
Oh
Justin's
no!
gonna keep me safe. He's gonna be a perceiver.
I'm a watcher.
So you wanna go walking outside? Here, let's see if we can get maybe Michelle some space over there. Let's do this, dude.
Let's do it.
So you ready?
You bringing Sully with you?
Yeah. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Throw that in the back. Nice. Yeah, I'll swing this shit over.
You guys use the key?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright. Is this your water drink?
Yeah. Wait. No.
Is this your water, Johnny?
I got mine right now.
Alright, cool. Start.
I thought I pinged the server, Taylor. I didn't ping it. This might be. It's hard to do it when they're already out.
No worries, Star. Why don't you go outside?
Well, basically, wait, you did, but it didn't notify me. Fuck.
Is it running out
What's
of
up with
memory?
that? No. I have a Discord with some people, to tell people when I'm live, but it didn't really work. So.
Oh, from the last one?
Yeah, just now, but it's alright.
Are you bringing this coat, Carl?
Hey, what's up? Am I bringing what?
This coat, is this your coat or no? No, you good?
Which coat? That coat?
You guys filming?
Yeah, we've been streaming the whole time, yeah.
Hi.
Hi, I'm,
Nice to meet you.
yeah, Justin, nice to
Stella.
meet you. Stella.
Hi. Nice to
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah, what's going on?
Carl's going to jump in the river.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Sunday.
We're gonna all days.
I'm going with him, but not actually with him.
Do it. We're gonna do it. Justin's coming out. I wouldn't have been able to do this without him. He's gonna come out.
That helps with so much, like circulation and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely.
He's nuts. He sits in there for like 10 minutes.
Alright, nice
Alright,
meeting you.
Be
Yeah,
safe.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, do you need this key or no?
No, I just put it there. You can throw it right.
I might actually grab this because they have my keys, so I'm not going to be able to get back in. Can I use this one?
Of course. Also, hey, check this out.
Third bus. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was code word for something else in there. Third bus? Let's check that out.
No.
Alright, see you guys.
See you.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Taking care of business every day.
So yeah, update for everybody that's just joining. Carl's going in the water tonight. He's insane, but I gotta go with him. Oh, of course. I mean, I figured you would want to. So, I mean, saw this coming.
Stuff all over the place. Look at this dude, I got pins all on the ground. This car. The internet's gonna see my car. No, I'm kidding. Don't mind the mess, you know?
They won't see a lot of it. I'll just.
Daisies, pins. Sometimes life moves fast. Look at that Starbucks cup. I asked them for a glass of water at the grocery store the other day. Didn't get the coffee. Can I bother you for a couple of minutes? Alright, let me just move a couple of things here. Alright, this stuff in the bag too.
Okay.
Make yourself at home.
Thank you. What's up? Oh, Stella's very comfortable in this car.
Dude, she's a subway surfer. I'm trying to be careful when I'm driving with her. She learned it from my Fiesta. It was way easier. So I need to sit. Let this thing heat up slightly. Yeah, sit your butt. Train dogs throughout the years. One of the things that was discovered was some of the dogs don't speak English.
Really?
Some of them, if you do say siéntate, they will do that. Siéntate.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Stella's original name was Paradita.
What does that mean?
I forgot. I forgot. It means something.
Anyone know what that means? Paradita?
It's like when you have a couple pairs of Adidas. Bastardizing Spanish over here. Don't let me talk, no. It's like a sacred word.
Yeah, right.
Being son of God. Daughter of God.
But it sounds like a pair of Adidas.
Support the underdogs out here. What up, Drake?
Yeah, at this point.
After reading about it.
Yeah, it definitely had a lot of meaning.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know, it's interesting, I don't know, being in a place where you take it so far in life to like have beef and like it's kind of a crazy energy to tiptoe around. Like I really wonder like what Kendrick feels like. I mean, I know he knows the Super Bowl performance is just way beyond just dissing Dre.
Yes.
Even though maybe some people just latched onto that, but or whatever the heck, and why didn't
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like there was, there was definitely a part of it as dissing Drake, but I think the overall more like experience and meaning of it was a lot more than just that, for sure. But a lot of people like boil it down just to that, but it definitely had a lot more meaning than that.
People boil it down to all sorts of things.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Just like one meet. I actually did a stream in here.
Really?
Yeah, they had like a Christmas event where after it opened up, and it had like some performances inside, and so just so you can really just kind of see what's inside and stuff after the renovation. But yeah, it was pretty cool. They're supposed to be doing more of it though, but
It's one building I never went into while it was abandoned, and I wish I did.
oh, you like go into it while it was abandoned?
Yeah, a lot of people used to. My older brother, actually, in like 2002, him and his buddies had a bonfire on the top and ate mushrooms.
Of that?
On the roof of that. Yeah. They went on top of the rooftop and had a bonfire while tripping.
No way, that's an experience.
Yeah. There's a lot of different experiences out here going on. I've always wondered about this building too. Like, it's like once a bank at one point.
Oh, yeah.
CPA building.
Yeah, someone said I toured the inside last year. It was pretty nice. Yeah, it looks really good.
We were talking PG 18. I don't know. Dude, how is your sister doing?
Good. I actually really got to, because she had like most of January kind of off.
Okay.
So we really got to hang out a lot, because you really don't hang out too much because, you know, she's just, you know, touring all the time, super busy, whatever. So it was actually really nice, like me, her, and my little brother. Yeah, Miles, you know Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of really got to hang out, you know, just as siblings, you know, for...
Find out more ways that you guys are related.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was really cool. Now she's kind of back on the grind. I know she's somewhere in Europe right now.
It feels like she's definitely been building like a whole community, family, way of life out there.
Yeah, she wants to have like a life out there. I think she wants to move out there for a period of time. So Berlin specifically.
That's kind of where my mind went.
Yeah,
I can see her out there
she
growing.
really did find a family out there.
It's so neat, dude. I learned something from her, like just being out on the road. I'm like, you do kind of create like this family that, like, depending on like the record labels, the booking setups, you get to have these like continued shared experiences. With,
Yeah.
a handful of people.
Yeah, I kind of noticed like a lot of the same, like a lot of people have like the similar like niche in like the DJ music industry. They really do go to the same events a lot, and they kind of have like some of the like a similar tour, or like, you know, kind of like meet up every once in a while during the year. And yeah, you kind of do just kind of click and kind of have
It's
those.
nice, dude. It's
Yeah.
nice being have like some like, hey, going through the years, these memories. We did that. We did this. Like, we're doing it. Like, I don't know. There's something beautiful in that I didn't even, you know, realize until getting to hang out with her and go and shoot some of these shows. I'm like, there's a little family thing going on here. That's pretty cool. Like, make a phone call. We can still be live.
Hey, let me know if I do need to mute it. But
No, you're good.
okay.
That's fine.
How you doing, Stella? She is just chilling. That's so cool.
She's having a big job. about to jump in the river.
He's about to jump in the river. Nice little nightclub.
Yeah, I'm with Justin right now. He met up. We just did an interview. We just did like a podcast in the kitchen, and was talking about the cold plunge. And I was like, dude, if you're down, like, I would love to go with you. You know, he's totally down. So.
That's awesome.
For the record, I'm not getting in, but I'm going with him. So.
I'm just happy to go with him. But safety precautions.
Of course.
I'm sure it'll be good to experience, especially after talking about it.
Yeah.
Need to get it in, especially after just doing the whole talk. This will be the third day I took a break from it. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna carve the path here for us a little bit tonight, get us warmed up.
Okay, great. You're still got a good spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Canadian point over there.
Awesome.
But I want to give you a heads up. Kind of in the mix over here the last couple hours.
Okay.
But yeah, how are you feeling?
Good. Just chilling. Now that you've gone with the whole plunge, I'm like, oh, I gotta get mentally prepared.
Just know that you're good. That's like the biggest thing. You're good. We're gonna get Jade some. You can wear some of my shoes, whatever. Get you some water shoes.
I think I might have some. I'll have to dig around here a little bit.
Okay.
I definitely have sandals, but yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind you wearing shoes tomorrow.
Okay. That's give me all your tips.
Yeah,
That's
that.
helpful.
Me and Justin just both kind of agreed that some type of gloves is not a bad move.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, overall, just some good footwear and a good attitude. Maintaining your peace, knowing you're good.
Yeah.
Getting some good breaths in tonight, even just breathing a little bit about it. Rather than thinking about it, it's probably the best move.
I definitely think breath work will be essential.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the biggest part.
I'll give you a shout here later, let you know how it went. Just want to
Okay,
give you a little update.
Sounds good. Please do.
Alright, I'll see you.
Alright, have fun, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. She's super nice.
Yeah. Awesome. Super good energy. It's really nice, man. Like meeting people that, especially I deal with so many different forms of energy with people in the most like beautifully chaotic way. Like there's so much unique beauty in all of us. And
Yes.
something to be learned through. I don't know. So many people just like don't have time to go back through the layers. They don't want to. But yeah, getting to know Jade, it's been really cool to just meet somebody that's even going through their own life experience, her own life experience. She's very comfortable with kind of just handling where she's at, being where she's at, and then being able to, hey, also go through the layers with me instead of like getting caught up on layer 1, 2, and you know, like layer 1 and 2 are pretty cool, you know, but like she
can really.
very grounding.
Yeah.
I think all of us at times through relationships, even like friends, like we just put up with a lot of crap in the midst of, for all sorts of reasons, out of love. And crap's cool. Crap fucking is like the most nutritious thing for the soil. But
True. Very
you
true.
know,
Yeah.
it's funny when I use the word shit, crap, poop. Like I'm like, there's something like there's more depth to that than we realize.
There is.
But it's interesting how much we interact with all sorts of different puzzle pieces, and at times, like through work, whatever, like you look at even just like different forms of work, like I need this job, and you're gonna eat all sorts of crap from your boss, people around you, relationships. Well, these are my best friends, whatever, you know, these are the friends that I have, and like to some degree, like that's how it's always been for me. I've kind of like been able to acknowledge the differences and see the greater in it all. But
Yeah.
it's really nice meeting somebody where like the differences aren't stressful, and there are more layers of like higher energy from them rather than having to have these agreeable, you know, chaotic energies in the midst of the good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
all been good. and it's been like a learning experience. So.
That's cool. Yeah, it's definitely different. Getting to like know someone like at such a deeper level than like the average person, you know. So
I don't know. It takes, dude. I tell people all the time when you get a dog, your dog's not crazy. It's just 3 years old. Like, just wait till it's like 4.5. Like, you're gonna think your dog's nuts until it's like around 4 to 5, and then it'll start to like calm down. But people literally are like, "There's something wrong with my dog." I'm like, "Dude, your dog is literally like 2 years old, and you also just got it from a pound. You just took it out of dog prison." I don't know. It's like Stella. Like, look at you. You're so funny. She's got a mind of her own. She's relatively respectful.
oh yeah.
But she's a whole woman. I'm definitely a softie. I try and be tough, but I definitely feel like at some point if I ever have kids, they're gonna be able to work through my softness and use it to their own advantage at a time.
I feel that. I also kind of think the same thing.
Yeah. Dude, the first day of spring last year, like the first warm day, I saw a guy on a bike just like a motorcycle just gunning it out of downtown right here, and I'm like, this guy's he's gonna screw up. And then he was at like that light, and he busts a wheelie, throws his bike, freaking hits the ground. I'm the one guy behind him. I freaking pull over, jump out. I'm like, "Yo, like, you good, man? Can I help you?" He's like, "I just need a minute."
Yeah.
And, like, I tried to like move his bike, I couldn't get it out of gear. But he looked like an idiot, and then just went down hard. And I felt like he went through pain, embarrassment, destroyed his bike on the first nice day. The first nice day of Detroit weather. It was like, oh, this guy is going through it.
Yeah.
Cops show up. It's like, it was just full spectrum. Not a good day for him.
That's tough. That's tough. Got a little too happy on the first day.
Yeah. It's funny driving about, oh man, I've gone through so many waves of energy of feeling, oh shit, I'm gonna do this. And like, the more I get to do it with people though, like, and like, I don't know, as time is just gone and like being able to share this experience, like, my heart's not even going crazy at all. I'm just chilling right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I mean, doing it with the people, like I said, the people we did it with was like the coolest part, I think. Or one of the coolest parts.
I'm trying to keep this.
But yeah, I mean, just because like the energy was just so much better. Like, it definitely like calms the nerves. Is like be with other people during it. Yeah, that was just really cool. Like everyone out there was just so cool. So yeah,
I agree, man. I don't know. I felt that much. I don't know. There's a mix of feelings. I'm trying to figure this out with you guys. Let's see. This thing's not meant to hold this. This might be the ticket.
oh yeah, there you go. And then you can just like kind of hold up. That's such a better one. Yeah, look at that. I do need that.
You know? I noticed doing the wide angle, it was like pitch black the other day when I just set my phone on here. But I'm gonna turn the freaking the light on that made all of our parents think we were gonna kill everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're live again. We've always been. Alright, so that's kind of neat, dude. We kind of got something going on here.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we go.
Everyone's swerving and freaking out.
It's like an accident. Yeah.
Alright, so it's literally, according to my watch that I never said, it's Tuesday and it's 9:22.
We're gonna believe that, yeah.
What day is it?
Thursday? It is Thursday, and it's exactly 9 o'clock.
Got a full moon.
Is it full moon?
Is there a full moon yesterday? Today?
Shit, yeah.
Got some serious energy out here. Yeah, so during the full moon parties, apparently like one of the things you're supposed to do with the fire, what some people do is they wait until the moon is the fullest, which is like, I think it's shifting a little bit every day, but
Yeah.
I think over the years it's like been like 6 in the morning.
Huh.
But you're supposed to write, I think, like a mix of your intentions and also your regrets. And then when the moon is the fullest, burn it in the fire.
Oh, wow.
And then you kind of set yourself up for the month.
That's pretty cool. Who does this?
I think people have been doing it for a long time.
Oh, really? Okay.
This is like, we got astrology at home with Karl. This is like far from educated.
I mean, that sounds cool, though. That's a cool tradition, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually this weekend in Detroit, like on the riverfront. They're doing like a lunar festival, like Chinese New Year festival.
Okay.
Sunday, like Taiwanese New Year. So I'm gonna like go and stream that and kind of do that. It's like, I don't know anything about that, but I know it's like obviously like really big in like Asian culture. So I was gonna go check that out too, 'cause I don't know any of their traditions and what they do, but it all seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I was gonna go check that out.
Honestly, that's a pro tip, dude. I would definitely like to possibly take part in that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's from like 1 to 4. It's like Saturday and Sunday, but I think Sunday is like the best day to go. So I was gonna stream it Sunday. So it's like from 1 to 4, and they have like a bunch of different events going on. I'll send it to you. We can talk about it. But yeah, I'd love for you to also do that. That'd be sick.
Sounds kind of neat.
Dude, the lights, the skyline looks like so sick at night.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Canada definitely gets the best view of Detroit.
They really do. They really do.
We're just in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the coolest views of the city, man. It's the winter right now. You can just kind of make your own road.
Yeah,
Make your own
right.
lane.
Make your own parking spots. I do that all the time.
So yeah, this is kind of where I did on day 30. I'd come out right here.
Right here, yeah. That's a good spot. I only know like the first like 2 verses of the Canadian. Doing it right here.
Taking us to the OG spot, the new.
Yeah. Live again, a few different angles. Wave chat. Do you want me to bring that?
This
This?
thing? Yeah.
Okay.
Just
This can stay.
dude, we just like every day I'm learning something new. Like this car piece right here, never thought to just clamp it to this thing. I'm trying to do my mirror. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I can just.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Leave this running and turn the music down. Every time like I leave the car when I'm connected to Bluetooth, it disconnects and then randomly Stella will be just jamming like freaking radio music. When I get back, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh no way.
Alright, this thing running.
Yeah. All right, what are we up to now? We are. Well, Karl was going in. We're gonna watch. I definitely did not want to go in today, but Karl was doing it.
That water's flowing today. Let's take a peek. I'm gonna let her just do a little walk.
Oh yeah. Okay. We got Stella with us. Oh shit. Yeah, what the hell?
Live.
Double fisting cameras.
It's just, dude, the beauty of the city, though, it really does make it.
Yeah, it really does.
It's definitely kind of intense. The water's definitely flowing. That's what you think. Having a party, so. Dude, be careful going down that.
Yeah. It's already fucking freezing out here. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can't believe he's getting in that water. I'm shivering right now. Maybe it might be better over here. It's like so sketch over here, dude. Trying to get in the water from here. It might be. Is it better right here? Oh no.
This is where we did it last time?
No. Honestly, I don't.
I think this is it, yeah, this is the spot. I'll grab your stuff in just a second here. 'Cause I want you to be careful, dude.
Yeah, you as well. Yeah, that water's really moving. Okay, you good?
Stay up there if you want.
I'm coming down.
Here, 1 second. Yeah, keep your hands clear. take this. Yeah. Take that. You can get with this. You can get with them. Just stay put 1 second. I'll grab your arms. See, that moon looks so beautiful. I'll set this right here real quick. Got Justin in the mix. Here, 1 second. I'm gonna get you on this cam too, dude.
This is like exactly where we were.
Yep, it's the same spot. God dang, Justin. Just set this like that right now.
You drop something.
All right, we're here. This is silly, dude. It's the type of stuff you do when your life's just going too good.
Yeah, right. Just to feel something, huh?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I can't believe you're doing it right now. It's so cold. Like without the water. Is the flashlight better or worse?
So one of the things I was gonna say was, I brought this thing, to light me up with.
Oh shit,
Change color. It's kind of like cool if you're not here at night though, right?
it is. It's calming.
Yeah, there's not as much chaos going on.
I can hold it or there you go.
All right. Oh yeah, and I got hand warmers today. Got one, right, too. This is kind of neat. Get these things booted up. Yeah, you can hold them. I'll hold those. I can hold on to those for you. How about me?
else you need from me?
I was thinking, I got this watch on. It doesn't really matter at this point now if I set an alarm, I guess. But
No, I can do an alarm on my watch, probably. Oh,
woo,
good.
that's water.
Oh shit.
That is water. That means it's time to go.
Oh shit, yeah, holy fuck.
All right.
Oh no.
Got a wet foot.
Yeah, shit. Damn, that was just straight up water.
Yeah, dude.
Damn. How long do you want?
3 minutes. Solid 3. This freaking arm above water today.
Yeah, you got it. Starting now.
Wait, until I get in the water.
Woo! How you feeling?
We're in.
Wow.
Another beautiful day in the city. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Whether you're feeling the love or not, you got a bunch going on for you, I'm telling you. We got Justin out here today. We
How
did a
y'all
little
doing?
podcast about this whole thing. It was pretty cool. Got the recap. The last couple days I haven't been in here. I ended up yesterday, I spoke to my niece in her class in her high school about transitioning from high school into life. And it went kind of avant-garde. I was able to hit him with a mix of different points, share like my whole life story to some degree. And in a way, for the first time, I was able to kind of look at my whole life and speak about it in kind of a light way. I think sometimes we continue to carry our stress with us with the way that we acknowledge our past. And there is ways that you can kind of look at your past and uncover it in a different way. I definitely feel like I've been tiptoeing around my old self and my new self forever, and it's just like the way that you even speak about your old self and your memories, you know, going through your battle stories, all this stuff, it kind of keeps you in that place. And speaking to a bunch of kids and not swearing for an hour and being able to look at my life a little bit more lighter with even that much more appreciation, which is there, it's always been there. But at times it's like you feed into the darkness, you know, it wants you to feed it more, and it kind of keeps you there. So I'm learning how to live a little bit more lightly. Just looking at my past, just in the last 6 months, I noticed a change, and it's a beautiful thing, being able to stand taller on all the things that, you know, took you down a notch. I'm grateful for them, and not everything in your head about rewriting the puzzle pieces. Just be grateful for exactly how they were laid out and knowing you could do something with them. You guys are all beautiful. Our souls speak louder than all the physical. I'm telling you. We've all been there. At times, you know. You can be the nicest place, but the soul ain't there. You can talk to the most beautiful person, but the soul isn't there. And you can be around the roughest stuff, and it's just filled with spirit in ways that you can appreciate it. I almost don't like going to restaurants that are too nice. I mean, and nice has a lot of different definitions. And it's just like, at times, like, you go to some spots, it's like, I don't want to go to a Mexican restaurant that feels like a Target.
10 seconds left.
There we go. We're just talking it out. But I like going to Target. But not, I mean, honestly, I haven't been really in years. I've never really been to Target. I like going to these markets, man. Today I went to, I think it's called the Green Food Market off Warren and Miller in Dearborn. You should look this up. They got amazing prices. They got an amazing selection of produce. They got a lot of warm hearts in there. Very unique. I think it's called the Green Food Market. It's a market on like Miller Road in Warren, Dearborn. Highly recommend you check that place out. You'll learn a couple different things. Ask some questions, but here's
around you. It's funny, I see the people shopping. I just want to know how you cook. There's so much to learn there. But yeah, we're chilling. I got my arms up today, keeping things spread.
3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Here we go. We're doing 340 right now. Kind of chilling. I got some shoes on. I think I definitely would recommend to everybody rock some shoes in the water if you're gonna do this. It took maybe 60 days to figure that out, but I don't know. We all got our own way of having to kind of go through these steps until we finally, get something from it. But life's good. I hope you guys have a fun Valentine's Day tomorrow. There's a lot of people out there that are going through their own uniquely similar experience. They probably want to just go and have a good time. There's a lot of stuff set up for all of us, whether we got a partner or not. Go have fun tomorrow. Woo. Oh. That was fun.
Good. Oh, shit. Straight 4 minutes.
Arms above water definitely helps a little. Shoes on, pretty cool. Got to rip a little bit on here, maybe. While we're doing the thing. All right, I'm drying off. I got some shorts. I'm gonna go this way. That was cool, guys. It's good to get back in. Yeah, I took a couple days off. I stayed up till 7 in the morning trying to prepare for my niece's presentation. Got in there at 11 and prepared so much. And it went nowhere near like how I expected, but it was amazing. And I actually was able to dial some stuff through the presentation. It's a combination of a handful of things I could talk about, but like not the way that I'd like to be. But hey, at times we know a lot, but do you trust what you know? I think we go through this ability of knowing things, but we don't trust what we know. And at times you just have to take the steps to figure it out. There's a beauty in not knowing things, and being able to admit you don't know, and ask questions, and share an excitement for discovering what you don't know, and admitting when you don't know things, and trusting that that's okay. Life is fun when you're cool with all the mix. With, just trusting the process. I'm just gonna walk to the car. Put my shirt on still. I'm not gonna strip down right now. Justin's awesome, man. We get in our own heads, but just kind of being naturally yourself is freaking cool.
So, the most freeing thing.
You're trying too hard to be quote unquote normal, funny, whatever it is. You get caught up trying to be something outside of the state that is our state. And it does, people know. Seeming too normal seems kind of freaking weird. It's not normal. Like, there's a normalcy in all of us, but at times that we're trying to be something we're not, and it comes off. We all got pretty good senses. Our ancestors, like, building them into us throughout time. Our senses are all screwed up too, but life is a big frickin' oxymoron. We're all walking hypocrites. We're everything in between. It's beautiful. The more we acknowledge it all. I don't know. Far from figuring this thing out. You learn a little bit more. You unlearn a little bit more. We're gonna shove some stuff in here.
freaking misplaced my belt last week. I wore a shoelace as a belt to my niece's school, and that was just fine. It got my pants right where they needed to be.
Yeah, by the way, I still need to keep it back.
You're good. Alright. Pants are on. My wet socks are literally freezing to the ground. Oh, how blessed are we? My mother lost her 2 kids freaking last week in the Greek town casino because she didn't have enough. She didn't have a home to stay warm. And I'm out here jumping in the Detroit River right now. That's how good I got it. I can literally jump in this river and go back to a warm house. I really want to look into ways, figure out how we can keep the people freaking warm. There's so many people struggling right now through the systems that have been created to help. There's flaws in us and how to understand them, and there's flaws in the system. Provide the help we're trying. And I think there needs to be more acknowledgement around this stuff. So let's see that. Let me hold this thing. Yeah. Alright, be careful. Get low. I can't get really frozen right now already. Let's go. Steady, wow. Stella, in the back.
How are you feeling?
Me?
Yeah.
Feel pretty good. Try these hand warmers. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Sorry, hold on, chat. Sorry, Stella. Shivers are coming.
What's up, guys? So, one of the things that happens is like you go through the steadiness as you come out, and then you go through this freaking reboot.
Yes, the stillness of not feeling anything to feeling everything.
Yeah. It takes me a good 15-10 minutes, depending on how long I push it, to kind of like come back. It's your body just trying to get warm. But yeah, if you know anybody dealing with homelessness and having issues finding a place to stay, one of the things you hear come up a lot is reaching out to CAM, and it's a program that I don't know enough about,
Even though I know a lot of peers that have been interacting with it to try and figure out how not to be displaced, and it seems like they need more help. And I don't want to bastardize the helpers, but that's kind of what happens when you end up creating inertia around help. It gets to a place where there's dysfunction, there's speculation, and there's all these things that start to come to light in the process of people trying to help. And I don't know, all of us as humans, it's like that's the crazy thing. This freaking world is being run by imperfectly perfect humans, and we all need a little bit more help. And it's crazy, like we all have these unique forms of care, and then we also have our own unique forms of just disregarding everything.
Yes.
All the people in power, they care about all sorts of stuff, but they all go to bed at night knowing that they disregarded some shit, whether it's their own health, the dishes, or fucking millions of people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we all do it as humans.
Everyone just has forms of, good and bad.
And it's not even like intentionally bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We just disregard shit as humans every day, to some degree. Some people got it pretty figured out, but Stella, you're so good. Good job. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh,
You know what I'm saying, Justin?
okay. I do. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Everyone is just so different, I guess.
For sure.
Yeah. It's like nice to see the beauty in a lot of people, good and bad. But everyone just, no one's perfect, like you said. The perfect imperfection.
Yeah. I was thinking about though, like, wow. Like, every day I'm disregarding some stuff. There's way more care that I could be adding to everything. And I'm adding a ton of care to certain things. And it's just like, whoa. Freaking presidents, mayors, pilots, whatever, managers of all sorts of companies, like, all of us are disregarding some stuff every day. And what does that add up to?
It does add up to a lot of things that are disregarded.
Like,
A lot of things.
I could be recycling, consuming all sorts of stuff better, consuming certain stuff less. All the garbage. Oh, it's Christmas, whatever. Let's just buy all this shit. It's Valentine's Day. Who cares? I'll buy this plastic wrap thing for the person I love. It's Valentine's Day. Who cares if I make a little garbage? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
even though there's something deeper there.
Yeah, I think we're spoiled in this country for sure, because I talk to my friend about this all the time, but like the abundance of like we can just get anything we want at any point. I mean, if you, I guess, have the resources, but like there's never a time where you go in the grocery store and there's nothing in there,
Right.
And I think we really take that for granted in this country.
Like, all these little bin shops that are popping up, like to help deal with all the return goods and insane amount of stuff. And to some degree, like those bin shops I was talking to Michael about, like that's a place where some people, like that's like he was saying, that's like the bottom of this consumerist society, and that's also for some people that's all they can afford to give their kids something brand new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or their family, or like. And I just was at the one near my house. There's a bin shop, and they're closing down. And it's crazy how much stuff that like they're helping get rid of the garbage, but like there's so much
There's
that's
so
going
much.
into the dump every week that they can't deal with, and we just
Yeah.
make more and more and more.
Yeah. You can't deal with it all.
Like,
You simply cannot.
there's kids all over the world right now in different countries that are about to get freaking shiploads of Super Bowl Chief stuff, the winners, the champions,
Yeah.
all the stuff that was printed,
Yeah.
you know, to celebrate the Chiefs as Super Bowl winners, you know. They had all those hats ready for those guys. We won, but they lost.
But they lost.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they was ready to go. All that stuff. Just in case.
But yeah, just in case. Just in case, you know.
Because there's a lick there. We could have made a lick off that.
Yeah. At least they do something with it. They don't just throw it all away.
But at the
But
same time, these other people across the world, they don't need it too in some places. Like, they need it, but also, like, a lot of it is still getting thrown out.
yeah.
Or whatever. It's like, you think that's what, in our hearts, we hope that, oh, it's going to go to a good place. But realistically, so much of it's going in the fucking garbage. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, we are consuming so much right now.
So much.
And where does it all go? Is our God really happy with the way that we choose to live? Does it not? It's all understood. It doesn't matter. It's just part of the universal stew and how things happen. But I don't know.
Okay, update. How are you doing?
Yeah, here we go. Getting deep over here. This is what happens. Your mind starts firing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to smoke a joint. You just gotta jump in the river. Make it think all sorts of thoughts.
It sure does.
Honestly, like, this could look crazy to you. I'm shivering a little, but my body's changing even in this year right now. I'm noticing the way that it's reheating up and reacting and just being able to sit in there a little bit.
Yeah.
It's cool. I felt really good about today. I didn't go in the last couple days, which is all right.
It's all right. Yeah. But you got back in.
Yeah, but there is like this beautiful thing that happens from doing stuff repeatedly. Our choices do compound and turn into something that we can't even perceive, for good or bad, until you let the time tell, you know. We often lead into our negative choices because we don't understand or see the compounded results until it's way too late. And then you're looking back in life with hindsight, like, gosh, how did I get here?
Yeah.
I could have just did something different, you know?
Yeah.
And then also you look back on the way that your life compounded beautifully in certain areas. You're like, oh my God, that one little moment led to all of this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It all started from that one moment that I took clay class. And the teacher said I had something kind of going on. That was kind of cool. And now look at me, you know? Some people, you know?
Yeah.
Like, shout out Austin Brantley. You ever heard of Austin Brantley?
No.
I think he just got commissioned to do another Joe Louis, possibly Joe Louis sculpture. I don't know. But Austin Brantley, guys, you should look up some of his work. His work's profound. Some of it's in the book Tower, the DIA. He might still be in his 20s, late 20s, early 30s. He actually just flew to Washington, D.C., and I think was a part of like some sort of meeting with artists. I don't know if it was a mix of political government, who knows, but he was in D.C. I think today, spreading some of that Detroit spirit out there, doing his thing.
Wow.
I respect anybody that is out here trying.
Yeah.
At times we like to pick apart people for so many different reasons. I used to do it. I feel like the music scene here in Detroit, there's this term called elitist that gets thrown around.
Yeah.
In general, Detroiters, we're music elitists.
Yeah. I hear that.
And I thought I kind of became, I saw slivers of that come into me at like the age of like 20, 21. I'm like, I'm picking apart electronic music. And then I remember having this moment of being like, whoa, actually, these people are trying. I don't even make music. Like, who the heck am I to like even go and start picking apart some stuff? Like, I respect so many people that are trying.
Yeah, I think, people are so quick to judge, so quick to like belittle someone who's trying, but they don't really try themselves. And I think everyone who knows like trying and failing, they will never criticize anybody for trying. Like, I've never seen that. it's always people who like who've never tried, who always are the ones that are like, oh, that's cringe. I hate the word cringe too. That's becoming really popular in this like generation, but cringe is literally just like someone just trying or expressing themselves the way they want to, and that's like never cringe.
Dude, amen to that.
Yeah, so I feel that in many ways.
And I don't know, at times like you go through your trials and tribulations, and like life humbles you, but also, you know, sometimes it emboldens you, and like some people do get a little bit more you know, frustrated and confident, cocky in the midst of figuring things out. And I think it is a little bit of a defense mechanism. Deep down, you know, like we're all human and we feel a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And at times, you know, life will like a little harden you. But a lot of the hardened people, deep down, there's a softness inside of them. And at times, I don't know, it's just like we go through shit that like your sister said to me a few years ago. Like I was asking her how she was doing, and she's like, you know, I've learned so much, and right now I feel like I'm in the process of unlearning. I'm unlearning a lot of things that I've ended up, you know, taking with me on this journey.
Yeah. Well.
You know, and it really stuck with me.
Yeah. Unlearning. That is almost tougher than learning.
Yeah, unlearning. That's what they say. Like, it's easier sometimes to train somebody with no skill than it is to, you know, train them with a background where they learned the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah. So true.
I think I'm good enough to get us driving.
The shakes are done. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
Doing the thing.
It is nice that it's warm in here. So. Very nice.
Barefoot, that's illegal. Don't call the cops on me.
Oh, it's not on camera, so it's not real.
Nobody can see my feet.
There she is.
She's sleeping back there. This is fun, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Glad I can get you back out here.
Dude, honestly. Yeah. Want to try out this thing?
Try it out.
Yeah, like take it off, put yours on there.
Oh shit. Honestly, yeah.
Pull it over real quick.
Yeah, low key, like neat. You said it was like $25 or something?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'll probably get on that.
This one. And this thing, yeah, shit popped out again. So to get this thing to actually spin, it's this guy.
Okay.
Look good?
Yeah, we're good.
Look good? Alright, so we're not gonna be able to see the chat, guys.
Oh yeah, you won't be able to see chat, but if you get like a cooler POV though, so yeah, I think it works out. Yep, heated seats.
Yes, is it heating up?
Oh yeah, it's nice. It's real
Dude,
nice.
this car, Ford Focus, fully loaded.
Fully loaded.
Yeah.
The Sony speakers too.
Yeah. I got it with the screwed up trunk that you have to like push it in to close it, which is
Oh, interesting.
was a byproduct of my brother. I bought this car with my little brother, and he got it for a super good deal. Like one of his friends drive it for like a weekend down to like DC or something like that. And he's like, I'm just gonna like I'll rent my car to my friends. And then his friend got rear-ended.
No way.
And, yeah, he had to take the L on that one.
Yeah. Oh no.
Like, it's all right. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll never rent my car out to a friend again. But shout out my brother. He hooked me up with this car. My brother's a little entrepreneur.
What's he doing?
He has a painting company called Parrot Painters. And honestly, he's somebody that I could rep with 100% confidence. He very much so is an extremely talented painter and like cares. He started painting when he was in high school.
Wow.
His boss, Craig, who goes by like Paint Daddy on TikTok. It's like Craig Crandall. He ended up making a TikTok. He realized like how much money people on TikTok are making.
Yeah.
And like kind of doing painting stuff. And Craig is a savant at painting. And he taught my little brother and had my brother coming out like throughout the weeks and weekends working like where my brother could have been at high school parties, whatever. Craig had him out painting all the time. And actually like 5 years ago, they had a conversation where Craig was a little bit frustrated with Frank. Frank felt like he was giving it his all to some degree, and Craig was like, dude, you don't care about this as much as you should. And he got into an argument with him, and Frank left the job site, and he said he parked at a gas station and waited for Craig to call him back. Craig never did. He's like, I sat there for hours. He's like, I was waiting for him to just call me back.
It's like in the like TV shows when they like try to like walk away, but it's like, wait, no.
Yeah, he was waiting for that.
They would wait for the wait, no.
Craig gave him the cold shoulder. Craig's a sweetheart too. I love Craig because I ended up getting to know Craig because Frank ended up starting his own company, started Parrot Painters, and he hired some of his buddies, started training them, and he took his skill set, built upon it, said yes to a lot of different things where he was in the midst of still kind of growing and figuring it out, and hired his buddies, and now he day rates Craig at like $400 an hour or $400, $500 a day or something. Come paint out, and like either way, they both trade jobs. They're freaking good buddies. Frank's had a mix of peers that he's trained and kind of gone on and done their own things, and he's still got a mix of a team that he's grown, and he has his person who taught him everything. Craig is his A1 guy. He knows that he can hire Craig at times, and Craig knows that he can hire Frank. They both have their own Rolodex they've been building out, and they do good work. They do super good work. Craig cuts lines, and he's been doing the thing for like 20, 30 years. And my little brother's been painting houses and doing all sorts of in-between work in the midst of just painting. One of his biggest things is spraying the outside exteriors of homes in the summer.
Yeah, that could be fun, yeah.
And I've helped him. I've been a part of the team in a mix of ways throughout the years. But I don't know. I trust my brother's painting skills. And he takes it super seriously. And he's somebody that my mind's more organic. He's very creative, but he's very articulate.
So like, is your family pretty artistic? I mean, you and your brother seem to be pretty artistic in different ways.
So yeah, Frank and I, we both got adopted, and Frank's my half brother. I've never not known him just as my brother. Like I think some people kind of look at half siblings as like a mix of things, you know?
Yeah.
Do you have that going on in your family?
Yeah, me and my sister have siblings.
Yeah.
But I've never thought. I just called her my sister. Like there was no other.
Exactly.
I didn't think about any other way. You know? Yeah.
And with that, you start to realize that like family goes beyond blood.
Yeah.
It's like people that just really care. Like I've learned to just like, I don't know, like you're my brother, Justin. I'm telling you, dude. When it comes to like respect and love and like knowing, like you're somebody like one of the things that we struggle with is who do we really feel comfortable bothering? It's not always just about who can we celebrate with, but who do we feel comfortable like quote unquote bothering? Hey, would you help me move some stuff around my house or whatever?
Yes.
And that's family. The people that you really feel comfortable bothering, quote unquote.
Yes. That is really true. Because those are the people that are going to be there all the time, like no matter what kind of thing. Like they'll be there through like the thick of it, or like the high moments, like you said. Yeah.
But to answer your question, I've come to discover like my immediate family, if I wasn't adopted and Didn't have step siblings. My adopted parents divorced, remarried, got a bunch of family. But like my blood lineage that I'm aware of, it's like me, my 3 brothers, and my grandparents had 2 kids, my uncle Helmut and my mom Avi. Avi had me and my brothers with different dads, and Helmut, who was older, he immigrated here from Europe in like the early 50s or late 50s or whatever. He died in a freaking adult facility on Grand Boulevard on Belle Isle, like during COVID. He was homeless like the last like 20 years. He was addicted to heroin. Who knows? I can't even just write his story.
Yeah.
But all I know is that like when in the 60s, his science teacher got him like into trafficking drugs apparently, and
That's crazy.
he never blamed my grandparents for anything. My grandma to the pretty much end of her days was always saying that my uncle Helmut like took full accountability for his life, and he had a few different kids, and my cousin Christian, he's a painter. He ended up getting adopted. He lived in foster care and ended up getting taken in by a family in the UP, and he's a painter. My cousin, what's her name? I can't think of her name. It might be Heidi. She's a freaking painter, like an artist. Like she does this amazing portrait, like illustration stuff. We're friends on Facebook, and she's got a family. She lives in Portland. I've yet to meet her, but we've been talking on Facebook over the last handful of years. And yeah, it's like I don't even know how to express what my Uncle Helmut's story is, but I know that he was dealing with homelessness for decades in the city, and he also like at one point was like really into the creative music scene, all sorts of stuff. And he was a pretty expressive guy. And it's funny though, like I never really knew these guys, and as time goes, I'm like, holy crap, family was full of creatives. My grandpa was a master woodworker. He was really into like doing all sorts of kind of creative wood projects. He donated like all of his stuff to the Hungarian church. My grandma used to joke like she was never a fanatic when it came to religion, but my grandpa was always at the church, and he was always working with his hands. And I got these little boxes, freaking back scratcher that he custom made. He made all of his back scratchers. Like that is something we are gonna need when we're grown men.
Yeah, that's something I need now.
Yeah, I got one of my storage unit I gotta get out, but he etched on the side of it the date. It was in 1995. Like, yo, my mom was pregnant. Gotta get this boy a kid a back scratcher.
Yeah, right.
Everyone's getting a back scratcher. But it's all engraved, and there's creativity in my bloodline, and something I learned about even recently. I've heard this topic come up time and time again, but never really dove into it. But epigenetics, are you familiar?
No, I've heard that term before, but I have no idea what it means.
So to some degree, like there is like genetic memory stored in our bodies from our ancestors. Fears of things, the things that we have callings to, like to some degree, like there's like a memory that gets passed down into us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they tested it on rats, I think through like through sound and scent, and they were able to see that like the offspring of these rats had triggers that were related to like shit passed down from their parents and stuff, these things that they put them through. So yeah, we do carry our ancestors' stories within us.
Yeah. Wow, that's actually insane.
Right?
I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah, that's. I mean, like that's like what a lot of people just say, like follow instincts, because I think that's what a lot of that is. It's just like, yeah, I mean, like your family's stories. I mean, even traumas.
Yes.
Being carried down.
Very much so traumas.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, what you're going through, maybe not everybody understands it, but like to some degree, there might be more reasoning within it than you even understand.
That's cool. Yeah, I kind of realized. I mean, I'm kind of like looking back, but like I've kind of realized my family's also very artistic. I thought growing up, I thought I was very like, what do you call it? I was like really good at math, like I love science. So I thought I was very like opposite of artistic growing up. But now, kind of getting older, I think the more artistic side of me has kind of come out, and I kind of see it with like in the family. Like Miles is a photographer, Ariel's doing the DJ stuff. I've learned recently that my dad was a DJ like in college.
Really?
It's like that's kind of where it all started. Like I mean, we all kind of like had like a love for music from him. I think that's kind of where it started. Because he would like play house, like other parents like play like I don't know, like some like R&B or like even like country music, whatever, growing up, or like rock music. And like we listened to like house music in the car, growing, like on road trips and stuff.
It's awesome.
So like we kind of just grew up with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where it came from. But yeah, even he's very artistic in a sense. But I think that all just kind of got passed down, and we kind of express it differently.
For sure.
So
Do you remember like some of the artists that you listened to as a kid at all? Like from your dad or just within the groove?
I can't remember off the top of my head. But I know there was like kind of like some Brazilian house music. I can't remember the name of the artist or the album. Some Brazilian stuff. I can't remember the other. I can't remember.
That's fine. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
I can't remember, but I still have some of it saved. I don't have all of it saved, but I have some of it saved. And I still listen to it quite a bit. But
You should ask him if he's got like some cassette tapes or like some,
Yeah, I
you know what I'm saying?
should,
Like what is he like? I feel like back in the day our parents were all making something out of like the stuff that they were listening to and going through. Like
yeah.
I remember like burning CDs as a kid. I thought it was
Yeah.
the craziest thing.
Yeah. Like LimeWire, getting all our music from LimeWire.
Bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was so much. I downloaded so much source data, and like I don't know, being like 5th grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, I downloaded like just discography, so and so discography, and it'd lead me into like other webs. And I got super into. I related so hard with Biggie Smalls when I was like 12. Like this is. I'm like I don't even know. A lot of East Coast hip hop for me. Lil Wayne. I downloaded like the whole Lil Wayne discographies. Nas, Gangstar, Tribe Called Quest, Random Viruses.
Yeah. Random films.
It just these like if it was fun combing through all these random illegally downloaded albums and songs and then making the artist, the song, the album, like getting it all organized right when it was just like a line of gibberish. Yeah, like what was some of like the artists that you were listening to in high school?
For me, like I kind of had like this really like as a kid I really wasn't too into like music in general.
Really?
Yeah, but as I kind of went through this weird story of like how I kind of got to like where I am now with music, where I just kind of listen to like anything and everything. But in high school I was kind of like really just kind of dabbling into like trying to music in general. Like separately from the house music like my dad had us listen to. So it was like a lot of just like random like EDM. I kind of really liked a lot of rap though back then, and I would listen to like Lil Wayne a lot actually back then. Kind of like going to like some of his older stuff because like I was kind of like a little bit after like you know like a lot of like his original discography and like original stuff that he came out with, so I was kind of like backtracking and kind of going back
For sure.
that. Eminem. I was kind of into a lot of hip hop back then, man. Not so much now though. Hip hop has kind of changed. I kind of like it in some ways, but it's definitely different from what it was back then.
Somebody that I really dug that I didn't even know was from Detroit was this dude Curtis Roach.
Yo, yes, yeah. Actually, I actually like found because I guess he like blew up on TikTok recently, or like in like the 2020 era. But
Yep.
I like discovered him at like the Skip area, like the alleyway.
Yeah.
He was just kind of like had a performance out there, and I was like, who is this guy? I mean, looked him up, and he was like really big at that time.
Bored in the house, and I'm in the house.
I was bored, yeah.
I didn't even know that was him until like last year. So I saw it on his Spotify. I'm like, oh, he made that. There's this song called Anxiety. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's like
No.
Anxiety. I literally, it was a song that I would like belt out in my car like years ago. And then I met him at Chroma with my buddies Mark and Free, and I'm like, yo, you're from Detroit, dude? And I was like, dude, your song, like this one song specifically, like that led me into like a web of his stuff. I had no idea he was from Detroit, and I was like, and it resonated with me so hard, and then I just like met him, and I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like, so grateful to know that you're repping and you're from the city here. Like,
Yeah.
And even this past year, some of the stuff he's been releasing, like, I dig it. I don't know, there's a lot more than meets the eye in our own city. Even.
Yeah. He's a great performer too. Like great performer.
I still gotta see him perform.
And he was like random. I think me and a friend we just kind of, I'm not sure why we were out there. I think it was just kind of random, but we didn't know he was gonna perform. We didn't really know who he was at the time. And then we looked him up, and then we saw that song recorded in the house. I was like, oh, it's this guy?
Yeah, right.
I didn't even know he's from Detroit, but yeah, great performer. I'm not sure when he's gonna. Let's see what he's like performing next.
Dude, have you ever heard of Damasio? And then, dude, Damasio, I really like him. He hits me in the soul a lot. My buddy, Free, I met him on the streets of Chicago a couple of years ago. It's a whole other story. And he was performing at a Foot Locker. He ended up reaching out to Puma, got a sponsorship. They sent him like 30 pairs of shoes. And Free, man, I freaking love him and his music. I really like his music. He's kind of like pushing so many different forms of it. He ended up on his birthday. The last 2 birthdays, he released an album on his birthday. Happy Free Day by Be Free. And Happy Free Day 2, I really dig it. It goes a little all over the place, but like, and I mean that in like the best way. Like he hits kind of a mix of notes, and he put on a bunch of people from the city in his album. Like every single song has a feature. And I'll send you that album too. It's pretty cool, but he goes online by just like the letter B and Free. And Damasio, I really like listening to Damasio sometimes when I'm working out. I like music that kind of takes me into like this story, and I think he speaks a lot from, I don't know, he's definitely like a storyteller and a poet, and he's pretty raw. And I met him in Austin, Texas when Free and Mark, some of my buddies, they were performing a mix of stuff down there, and they're like, yo, we got this big Airbnb, like, we got some room. If you want to come down here, come, Karl. And I just showed up.
Wow.
And I got to meet mix other guys that were performing at like the Backwoods and Bonfires festival thing that they had going on down there, and they were doing some other events. And I saw Damasio just working on this album. And it was like psychedelic and almost like had like this like Western vibe, and like I don't know. He's somebody that's like, I don't know, pushing some shit. He's been doing stuff with these guys like We Are Culture Creators. They actually have like a house like right over here. They got a couple spots. Yeah, you should look up
that term.
we Are Culture Creators on YouTube. You can see like these guys have like been putting out stuff for the last 10 years, and there's like a whole group. And it's like just like friend shit, and then also these guys like pushing shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, so much to learn, dude. So much to learn every day. But Southwest has got a lot of culture that I'm excited to discover.
Nice.
Alright, back in the track. New track. That was sweet, Justin.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, the interview and then actually going out there after that was sick.
Yes. And I felt relatively calm the whole time. Like there's this new calmness that keeps coming.
Nice.
And with it, it's like, dude, I want to jump in some other bodies of water in different places. Like, where else can we go?
Where else can you go? I mean, we're in the center of like what, 4 different Great Lakes. So 7.
Yeah, right?
So hit them all.
That's not a bad move, dude. Go home. Going home. You're hitting every lake.
That was smooth.
Call me tomato.
That was smooth.
I learned that delivering pizzas years ago. Like, or like realizing I'm dyslexic, reading the wrong address, like flipping the numbers. I'm like, I guess I gotta put it in reverse again.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Alright. I think I have everything here.
Okay, you wanna do a triple check right now?
Yeah, actually.
Your laptop?
Yeah, laptop's definitely in here.
You want a water to go?
I have a water bottle. That's super good.
Nice. I really don't deserve water bottles. I'll lose them. I've been feeling like a bastard buying bottles of water as of late. You get the big one. Water filter's big. I've never been one to buy water bottles other than when I'm just like on the go. But if not, like my grandma gave me this the other day. Check this out. She told me, she's like, wait, let me go back there. She's like, all these mugs are sentimental. And then she gave me this one. It says, enjoy the journey.
That's nice.
I mean, but realistically,
Anything
this is straight up. I put hot coffee in it, and it was literally the temperature of the coffee. I was like, I need a napkin. So, not for hot.
Yeah, definitely not.
But what were we gonna say?
No, like anything that's like not like plastic is just like so much better, honestly.
Shrinking our perineum, they say. You ever heard of that term?
No.
It's the space between your butthole and your genitals.
What the heck?
BPA, plastic. It's doing something to it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know about that. It's definitely not the greatest thing. I will say. That's funny. That needs to be studied if it hasn't already.
Someone said we got to measure this area repeatedly over time. I swear it's for science. I think that's what it's called.
I believe you. I wouldn't know.
I made all that up. Thanks for letting me get it out of my soul again today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for the talk. You would definitely have to do it again. Just do more and do different talks. You pick the topic next time.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna spend some time interviewing Justin. It's interesting, dude. Like that's the thing. We're growing, like full spectrum, and as long as we're here, man, we got a lot more to discover and talk about and live.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna become a whole force of your own, and it's gonna keep building. I'm gonna be creating my own force of my own. I'm gonna keep building, and like there'll be something. My buddy Ollie, man, I met him on the dance floor at like 2:30 in the morning. Getting ready to leave TV bar to go shoot a shoot in East Lansing. I was working for Breeze Cannabis. And I'm getting ready to walk out of this venue, and I ended up talking to this guy Ollie, and I was telling him about what I was doing, and we're kind of getting deep. And he's like, you know, honestly, he's like, Karl, this is so random, but like, he's like, I've been doing photography for years, been in and out of it. If you're down, I'd love to go with you. And I was like, really? I was like, dude, if you're down, I was like, we gotta leave in like 7 hours. I was like, it's already late. We gotta go in the morning. But like, you know what? If you want to come, by all means, dude, I would love to have you. And then in the morning, he told me after the fact, he's like, I was texting you to give you an out of like, kind of like, hey, if you don't want to, I don't have to go, kind of feeling in between. And he's like, but then you literally texted me, hey, I'm here, show up whenever you want, whatever. And like, I was already, all right, screw it, I'm committing. And he ended up driving with me to East Lansing this summer. We met each other literally like freaking 7 hours prior at TV Lounge, and he came up with me, and he went into this event and just shot with Curiosity for like 4 hours, and we got to know each other in the car ride up, car ride back, hanging out at the event. And he told me about how every time you connect with somebody, there's the two of you, and then there's the other, and the other is like this thing that is a byproduct of the two of you, and and you create the other. Yeah. Wow. We all have our unique others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's interesting.
Yeah, we're building that.
Yeah. This is the start of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But it comes out, and it's like this new form of ourselves that
only would have been made by hanging out like one on like together. Like yeah. Wow. Shit. That's a crazy way to think about it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's happening, dude. It's literally happening.
Literally happening.
You know, we brought something out of ourselves today, and that's the other and it's uniquely this thing that's created by us and all of our experience, and the two of us kind of intermingling.
Yeah.
You know.
Shit. Alright.
Let's do it, dude. I'm the most fast, slow guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, she's been great. Wow.
Just moved in on the block. I'm like walking in and out of the house with flip flops and towels every day, camera gear. Like, what is this guy? What is he doing? Something's up. Something's fishy.
Yeah, like this guy's selling drugs.
Got a new hippie on the block that likes to swim or something. Cameras.
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right. I just jumped in the river. We're having some fun. That's when you know your life's going all right, when you can just jump in a river just cause. Have a good one.
He's like, all right.
It's fun just talking about it sometimes.
Yeah. Getting reaction, or just completely no reactions. Okay.
All right, dude, we're doing it.
Yeah. Get inside, get warm again.
Love you, man.
Yeah, love you too. Yeah. We'll talk.
You're all the way down there?
I'm like right here. So, yeah. Yeah, you too. Alright. God, I'm exhausted, Jeb, but that was great. I didn't really expect stream to go this long. Here we are. Still look cold. Yeah, it's freezing. It was really warm in the car, but I'm sure he was still fucking freezing. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna end stream here, but thanks for I know the conversations got a lot of the times. I can maybe do this. But yeah, Karl's great, dude. He's very introspective. Has a lot going on, so very knowledgeable, very wise. But his mind kind of keeps going. But night. Thanks for watching. I gotta go to bed. We all do. Let me. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Alright, good night. I'm streaming Sunday. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing like sledding on the riverfront. Maybe. I'm not too tired. But definitely Sunday. Sunday's the Lunar Festival on the riverfront too. So yeah, that'd be cool. I think Karl might be coming. No, we have to kind of talk about it, but he said he wanted to come, so we're doing that. Okay. J-Log, I'm not sure what you sent, but thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Follow. Also, we're like really close to getting a sub button. Really close. So I have to like stream a lot these next couple weeks, next couple days. but as long as we keep streaming, we basically get it. So that'll be a big deal. So keep watching. I'll keep streaming. Okay. Good night.
No matter what you say, I think I might be lost. And I feel I might be lost. It's okay not feeling okay. And I feel I might be lost. And I feel I might be lost. And I feel I might be lost. When I'm with you, it doesn't matter anymore. My heart is broken. You're still determined to take it. You're still determined to take it. And I feel I might be, feel I might be, feel I might be.
And the first time waiting, I'm waiting.
And I feel I might be lost.
And the first time
And I feel I might be lost. When I'm with you, it doesn't matter anymore. It's okay. No matter what you say, I think I might be lost. No matter what you do, my heart is broken. It's okay not feeling okay. And I feel I might be lost. And I feel I might be lost. It's okay not feeling okay. And I feel you're still determined to take it. 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 You're still determined to take it.